that all right for you?
Yep.
We don't have to keep her up too much, but we're on. All right. We are live at the Gus at Jim Gustafson Field for Scrimmage Saturday here as the football season starts for real on Friday next week with Tri-City United coming here. First of 8 regular season games for Albert Lea. And the Tigers are looking forward to this year, maybe more than many other years in recent past. I'm Jay Paul, along with Chad Butzler, and Paisley's running our cameras today, my daughter. She's ready to go here in the press box. And Chad, I know you've been looking forward to this football season, too. You're a former football player. And Albert Lea, I know you didn't play here, but you've been here for a while, and they've struggled to get wins, but they've got some promise this year.
Yeah, 15 seniors helps a lot.
Yeah.
They definitely have shown a lot of improvement over the last couple of years for sure. And this
should have had 3 wins last year,
Absolutely.
which would have been the first time in 35 years they had that many, because they haven't had more than 2 in 35 years, folks. That's a couple of generations of teams that just haven't had a lot of wins, and the promise of that and more this year has got everybody excited in town.
And they had a very good JV season last year, which a lot of people are like, oh, it's JV, but, that's what's coming up. That's your program. So.
Yep, and some of the beef up front is from them, the JV teams that were last year, and they've moved up here. But today what we're going to see is 3 different scrimmages for Albert Lea. And right now you're looking at them. They're in the white uniforms. They're kind of warming up here. They're going to take on the Cannon Falls Bombers first up here at 8:30. And they'll each run 15 plays offense, and then they'll switch around and let the other team go for 15 plays. There are referees here. They're not keeping score. They're not doing down and distance. They're not doing special teams. Just 15 offensive plays against the defense, and then they switch and do the other way. And then it should be they said an hour maximum time limit for each of the scrimmages. There's going to be 2 different scrimmages going on this field. The practice fields are busy. The JV and C squad teams are doing that too. So if you're a football junkie, you want to come down here to the Gus today, because the second one will be Bloomington Kennedy Eagles against Albert Lea at 11 a.m. and then Dover Iota Eagles at 12:15, the maroon and gold.
I'm not going to lie, that grill smells good.
It does. Yeah, you can smell the wafting up here. They do have pulled pork sandwiches and all kinds of stuff for concessions too. So, yeah, make a day of it. Come on out here. What a beautiful day. It's nice and cool. I don't even think it's supposed to hit 70 today.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
gorgeous
this is football weather. Yeah. I remember my days, 2-a-days in the summer were brutal. Back in the 70s, when they gave you salt tablets if you complained that you were tired or lightheaded, that didn't work real well. But they take much more care of the players these days.
Absolutely.
In fact, we got a couple of guys, starters. Tegan Tolbers, our starting quarterback and defensive back, and Carter Kahn, same thing. He's a wide receiver and defensive back. They will not play today. Just hold them out for precautionary reasons. They didn't really give me an excuse for it, but I don't need one. And they don't need to play. Like you said, they know the offense. Yeah,
Tegan's a 3rd-year starting quarterback now, and he's shown himself the last couple of years. And Carter Kahn, same thing.
And if you know numbers, and Charlie Irvine might be the only one who actually has his own number on there, 23. Everybody else, I mean, you look at Bracken Wackles is going to play quarterback for most part. He's a junior now, and he's number 85. So when's the last time he saw 85 at quarterback? Here he is right now lining up in the practice.
As you look down there, you'll see some with the practice jerseys. Like I see Velasquez right now. He doesn't even have a number, so it's just, it's a scrimmage. It is what it is. It's good to see, though, that a lot of the seniors came back. I mean, that's always a big thing, too. Sometimes they decide to sit out their senior or something or go to different sports, and it's good to see that they're coming back.
Especially if they're playing 2 or 3 sports, they don't want to get injured for what may be their college sport.
Yep,
if they're like track and field or something, expecting to get a scholarship or something. Anyway, we should take a break because we're going to come back and we'll talk with Paul Dunn, the head coach. And he's excited about this season, too. We'll see what he has to say here. Scrimmage Saturday for Albert Lea football here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
The big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lee is the 2025 Albert Lee Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lee. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertleelive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Iott's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Iott today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
We're having some trouble here with Paul Dunn is not connecting here on the interview, but it's probably the best for the best because it's a 6-minute interview. We'll have to work it out and run that during one of the break times here. I don't know why that's not working. It's all plugged in. And I got the right, my phone is odd, I can tell you that much, but. All right. Well, we'll try and get those interviews. I got players, too. I got Sam McGill, Carter Kahn. I talked to Tegan Tolbers and Charlie Irvine as well. So hopefully we can get those back here and running. But we're going to be starting here in a couple of minutes anyway. So, it's early in the season. We got bugs to work out. But I'm actually going to replace my phone in a week because it's horrible. I've dropped it so many times that the screen is disappearing and certain areas don't even work on it when I press on it. So it's a lot of fun. So anyway, Bracken Wackles is going to be 85, number 85. He's a junior. He's going to be playing a lot of quarterback here on offense. Charlie Irvine, number 23, senior running back. Aiden Gonzalez is a senior running back, number 17. 16 is Esteban Mixteco. He's a senior running back. Receivers, Easton Shuey is a senior, number 80. Leighton Yost, number 13. He is a senior. Aiden Boss, a junior, number 27 for today. These are not their normal uniform numbers. These are practice jerseys. 21 is Noah Teeter. He's a senior. And Caden Foreman, a junior, number 25. And then Eddie Enzer is number 10. Sam McGill is number 42. He's a senior. Junior Isaiah Diaz is number 50. Aiden Bremer's out there at number 58. And they're going to start at the 40-yard line. And it looks like Cannon Falls will be on offense first. Peyton Earl, he's a linebacker. He's a senior, number 29. Devin Distad up front would be a junior, 52. 74 is Isaiah Sevchek, a junior. Junior Devin Gross and junior Dylan Gross are 81 and 22. And Frederico Rivera, a junior, is number 76. Those are the ones they gave me today, so we don't have all of the numbers, and there's no rosters given out. But here comes Cannon Falls to the line. And the first of 15 offensive plays. Coaches are on the field with them. There's a handoff right up the middle. Nice yardage. As Cannon Falls off and running. There's a who's the guy with no number? You said
William Vasquez.
is that? Oh yeah, you can even tell that's him.
Commonly referred to as Maui.
Yeah, William. Yeah, he's a good guy. I'll put his name down here so we can remember him. Now there's a 21. That's Noah Teeter on that far side defensive end, and they got outside of him. And, that was a run.
That was a run up the middle, yep. They did a really good job of sealing it off up the middle.
He faked me out. I thought the quarterback had it there.
Speaking of Maui, he plugged up that middle just like his job is to do.
Yep.
I really like this ends. We got Noah Teeter on one and Sam McGill on the other. Wow, that's quite the combo.
Yep, they're both studs for sure. As the third play coming up here for Cannon Falls. They're not going to keep score or down in distance. They just want to run their plays they want to run. Nice running up the middle. Cannon Falls, I should look them up and see if they've been doing good lately because it's not a team we see often.
Yeah, they're known for running ground and pound off-tackle type offense. I know from seeing them over the years. I've refereed a couple of their high school games.
Yes. We have a referee among us. When's the last time you did that? Do you do that every year?
No, I haven't done it now in probably 4 years.
Okay. Is play number 5 is pass, their first pass, and did he catch that? Or was that picked?
No, he came down.
Oh, he came. Wow, that was a nice catch. All the way down inside the 5. So 5 plays into their 15, and they're on the doorstep. And if they score, those will go right back to the 40 and start over again. No kicking. I don't think they're going to kick.
No, they'll reset it at the 40.
As far as extra points and things, I don't know if they were going to practice that or not. 3 in the backfield behind the quarterback who's up under center, and they got Albert Lee to jump. Excuse me. I'm sure these guys are a little winded. They haven't gone against anybody else but their own guys for so long. And then the adrenaline's pumping.
Exactly, yeah. That first time you put those pads on against another team and not just your teammates is always adrenaline rush. Nice play there.
Goal line play, nice. Defensive.
McGill.
Charge in there by Sam. Big Sam, a senior, one of the team leaders, a captain for sure. Well, they're going to take it back out, I guess. He didn't score, but they've seen enough of the goal line offense, says Cannon Falls, and they're going to back it up again. They're about 7-8 plays in. I'm trying to look up Cannon Falls football here and talk at the same time. I'm just not that talented. But that's quite a trek down here. Cannon Falls, what is it, about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes? Hour and a half, maybe?
That's about an hour and 15.
Up by Hastings area, just southeast of the Twin Cities. Right, where are we at here? At Max Preps. We'll go that way and see what they did last year. I don't have their last year.
Little misdirection on the play there off the tackle. We kind of got caught in a blitz there. We blitzed on the opposite side, and they were able to cut back for some good yardage there.
All right, well, that's confusing. They don't have last year's, here, maybe this will have a look at last year's Cannon Falls team, but on Max Preps. Now, the Minnesota High School Football Hub is different this year. They don't have individual teams. Here's a pass out in the flat and the fumble. Loose ball. What is it going to say? Incomplete.
Leighton Yost came up to make the big hit there on that one.
And Sam McGill was there to pick up the fumble if it was one, but boy, Sam's put together. Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want him hitting me on a screenplay out on the side. So I'm not sure what their record was last year for Cannon Falls, but like you said, they like to run the ball. They've featured more run than pass here. I think they've got to be approaching 10 plays by now, and then we'll see the Albert Lee offense. On the other side of the field, they've got Dover Iota going against, who's that, Fairmont? Or who's the red ones? I've got the schedule here. It is. Oh, yeah, it is Fairmont. Fairmont against Dover
There you
Iota's
see.
varsities.
Cannon Falls ran that dive right up the middle. They double-teamed Velasquez and pushed him out, and middle opened wide up.
Just a handful more plays here for the Bombers, and then we'll see Albert Lee on offense.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this new Minnesota football hub yet.
It's confusing as heck.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have scores, but as far as individual teams, you can't really dial them up anymore. You got to go to max preps, and they're not always a complete unit either because they have Cannon Falls, but they go back to 2022. They don't have last year or the year before. For Albert Lee, they do. They have for the Big Nine schools and all the schools we play. I've looked up their records from last year and things, but it's one of those crapshoots you got to deal with when people upgrade, so they call it, in quotes, and then it's so much different than what you're used to. Here's a counter play up the middle, and they've gotten good yards on their running plays. Albert Lee's going to have to work on the running defense here. It's got to be about 10 plays.
So last year, Cannon Falls finished with an 8-3 record.
Okay, you found it.
With losses to some pretty big names, Caledonia, Chatfield.
Oh, yeah.
So
Southeast Minnesota. Tough football out there. So that's a good squad. They don't have a whole lot of guys. They only have 2, 4, 6 on the bench.
they were in the state tournament 2 years ago. They lost in the semifinals to Eden Valley Watkins, 42-24. They were 10-3 on that season. So yeah, they've had some pretty storied seasons here the last couple of years.
Real good success. But like I said, they got 10 guys on the bench. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, not too many for either squad.
I believe Cannon Falls is a town of about 2,500 or so, give or take. So not a big town. But
and a handoff up the middle. That's stuffed by that Tiger D. As Isaiah Diaz in there, among others, number 50. 27 running out there is Aiden Boss. He's replacing number 80, which is Easton Shuey.
When I think having McGill and Noah Teeter on the ends, a lot of teams are going to try to focus on that center of the defense there because you're not going to get outside those ends with those two out there. So,
yeah, a lot of athleticism on the edge. So the big boys up front and the middle linebacker and inside linebackers are going to have to fill in there and stop the run for the most part. They've got that three-back look here, and those are big boys back there in their backfield. And you never know which one's going to get it, and he goes all the way down to the goal line. We don't have names or numbers for any of the visiting teams.
I'm really liking so far what I'm seeing from Leighton Yost is in the back coming up. He's coming up. He's not afraid to come up and make plays on the line, and a couple big tackles already. Caden
Foreman, number 25, came in. And out for this play is Noah Teeter, number 21. Noah's a big kid, too.
Yes, he is. God, what game was it last year? He put on a show. That second half, it was the Teeter show, you called it.
Yep, that's true. Some of these guys earned the right to get some more playing time for sure now this year, as there's a kind of a mix-up, it looked like, in the backfield, and a ball batted around, incomplete, they say. Picked off of the body of the receiver by a Albert League defender, number 42, Sam McGill, but incomplete. They got to be coming close to their 15-play limit, and then they'll switch around and have Albert Lee go on offense. Anxious to see that. Even though our starting quarterback and one of our starting wideouts are not playing, in Tegan Tolbers and Carter Kahn. And if I can get my phone working right, we'll hear from them later. There's a touchdown run. And they'll move it back out of the 40. I don't know. I've lost track of their plays, but it's got to be close to 15.
Yeah, and I know when I refereed, sometimes coaches will be like, oh, just give me one more. Just give me one more. So sometimes they do. If both coaches agree on it, they might run more than 15.
You can move in a little closer on that Paisley if when they're. You got a little bit to the sideline. Just kind of focus on the field only, not the sidelines. There you go. There you go. That's perfect. Breaking in our new camera girl. She's ready to work, she says. Look at 3 days in a row. Plus, it was your first week of school. I mean, you should be exhausted by now. Plus, she's going to go to the state fair later today. So there's a nice play defensively on the screen play. As out there to stop things, Devin Gross, number 81. Had a little help out there from Caden Foreman, 25. Here comes the offense for Albert Lee. Charlie Irvine, 23, will be the running back. 85 is quarterback Brecken Wackles, junior. Brecken really spent the summer doing a lot of wrestling events, and he got some national recognition out in Fargo and went to the state tournament last year as far as Minnesota wrestling in high school, and then played well, pitched well on VFW and Legion baseball as well. He had a busy summer.
Definitely an athlete.
He's back in the shotgun with, looks like Irvine and, is that Mexteco back there with him? Or no, Esteban's 16, so that's not him. Receivers wide to the right and left, and they do here. It's going to be a pitch play out to the wide right.
That looks like Caden Foreman, I believe.
Is that 25?
I believe so.
So Caden getting some play here at running back.
Oh, no.
I thought it was a 6.
6 on the end. I don't know.
16 is Mexteco, but we don't have a 26.
76.
Oh, that's Frederica Rivera.
Okay. Yeah, he did get some carries at the end of last year. I remember.
Down the I backfield and a handoff. Nice yardage up the left side of the line there. Might have been Rivera again. It was Irvine in the fullback position. His dad, Troy, is on with Mr. Sandless, one of our great sponsors. By the way, thanks to Hy-Vee and Advanced Family Dental, GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Service Master by Ayat, Alpha Orthodontics, and Mr. Sandless. You can see Paul Dunn right behind the I backfield as he surveys with his coaches what's going on here. An inside handoff, Irvine up the middle, got away a little bit and gained some yardage down to the 29.
That was a play last year they used quite a bit, that fullback.
Quick hitter, yeah.
Yep.
And Charlie's so tough, man.
Right.
He gets the yards up the middle.
Yeah, he's not one that likes to go down on the first hit, that's for sure.
No. They're going quick. They I think they have set plays that they knew. They probably rehearsed them. Because there's no waffling. They go right up there. Under center is Wackles, and he fakes that one, and a throw out to the left side here for Devin Gross, number 81. And that's good yardage.
Was that Devin or was that Teeter?
Oh, it was Teeter?
Yeah.
I thought it was 81. It's 21. Yeah, Noah Teeter. And he's a little limpy here coming off of that one, but stays in. Up front, I see Isaiah Sevchek, number 74. Number 50 is Isaiah Diaz on that left side, a junior. I can't see the other numbers here yet, but in the shotgun with two backs between them. That's going to be a keeper for Waggles up the middle. He gets a few yards. Inside the 10. What's been positive yards every play?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to work on any spectacular plays. They want to work on their bread and butter plays. Make sure everybody knows their assignments and the cadences and things like that. Don't want to be jumping early. But I don't think it's going to take an hour. As they are already 5 plays in, and as soon as they're done with their 15, this particular scrimmage will be done, and we'll keep the cameras rolling. Nice play in the end zone. And fit that one in a small window did Wackles to number 13, Leighton Yost, the back of the end zone there. So nicely done.
He spotted that ball perfectly out of the defender's reach where only his receiver could make a play on it. So.
Yeah. That's good. I think we're going to – this is just me. I have not talked to coaches about it, but I think they listed Tegan Tolbers as quarterback, tight end. I think maybe they'll get Wackles. They're going to try and get Wackles in at quarterback as much as they can, and maybe use Tegan as a weapon in the passing game as tight end with Teeter and all those guys. I mean, why not? Put your guys in advantageous positions.
Well, and Tegan graduates this year, so it's good to get Wackles some repetitions this year coming into next year.
And he's such an athlete.
Right.
Brecken can really bring a lot to the table. He can run as well as, well, we just saw how he can pass. Tegan's been great, and but I'd like to see what he can do as a receiver too, because he's got some legs.
Well, we know he can take hits because he took quite a few last year.
He took a beating for sure the last couple of years, but shouldn't be that bad this year with a little bigger beef up front. There's a pitch play that goes, I think that was Foreman, 25.
76, it looked like.
Oh, maybe it was Rivera.
Yeah, it seems like
some of these numbers are hard for me to see.
Yeah. Especially
the red ones.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like they're really liking Rivera on the outsides.
I was trying to get the numbers up front. McGill's on the right side on the line, on the tackle position.
Yeah, and then you got Teeter on the end there.
And up under center here with a receiver in motion. Going to use him as a blocker and pitch it back to Rivera. Getting a lot of play at running back here and didn't get a lot on that play, but for the most part, they've been moving the ball very well.
Yeah, and I noticed Diaz, I believe Isaiah Diaz out there, he got the pull, and he just kind of missed the one block he should have got and went to the second block first.
I got to keep a tally of the plays so I know where we're at, because I lose count and then don't know how many are left and what to anticipate here. But another I formation. Looks like Rivera in the back there, tailback, and Irvine in front of him, and there he goes. Frederico gets some positive yardage. There's Mixteco, number 16, coming in, as well as number 23, Charlie Irvine. New backfield. Oh, Irvine comes back out. And Rivera getting the rest. He's got some good play here.
What, did you say what grade Rivera is? He's a junior?
He's a junior, yeah. Okay. So now, fullback. I don't have number 16, so I don't know who that is, but this is going to be option play, and they do pitch it back for some good positive yards down inside the 20. And run there by, I'm seeing if it's 22. Number 22. Some of these guys I don't have their numbers for. I was talking to the coach. Oh, that's Dylan Gross. Is 22.
What number do you have for Mixteco?
Mixteco is 16.
Okay.
And he's the fullback, I think, in this set.
Yep. Yeah, I've always he wears the neck roller. So.
Yep. Yeah. He's a powerful dude too.
Yeah, he is. You see him on middle linebacker as well.
Easton Shuey out wide to the right, and I don't have 13, so I don't know who was wide left, but it's a touchdown for Noah Teeter.
Yeah, we used to call that a tight end dump. He just ran a little slant right over the middle. And
find an opening?
Yep. They just get it to him, use his size as advantage.
I'm telling you, that game that he had, and he had other flashes in other games, he can dominate a game.
Yeah.
He's got sure hands, and he's tough to bring down.
Yeah, because I think he had interception for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think he had a receiving touchdown as well.
Yeah. So, given enough time, I think it's all key, and it is for every Vikings and college and whatever, is the offensive line and defensive line. If they can do their jobs, it makes everything else just work so much better. If your quarterback's not running for his life, if your running backs aren't getting met at the line of scrimmage when they get the ball, it just makes life so much easier for the offense. And then defensively, if the line can do its thing, look at the Vikings. Their front seven just shuts down offenses.
Right.
That's a nice handoff, quick for Mixteco, and he goes for 10, 12 yards. Esteban, he's a senior this year.
He hit that hole quick.
Yeah.
Almost
Isaiah
too
Sevchek, look at that, 74. He's got some beef going there, and he's athletic. These guys are big, but they can move. They're blocking downfield and looking good. He's the left tackle. It's a name I'm not familiar with, but he's looking good here. He's a junior.
Really good JV team last year.
Yeah, he probably was. Probably was a big anchor of their team. Now he's going to look at him. He takes up some room, and he's really good at blocking, keeping people off the quarterback. So nice play to the right there.
Yeah, their option looks really good. I'm not seeing a lot of times this early in the season. You'll see some miscommunication, maybe some bobbled pitches and stuff, and they look really in sync.
And they haven't had that many practices. It's not like they had 3 weeks of practice. They've only probably had 7 or 8 practices. That was as of last week when I talked to Paul Dunn. He said they don't allow a lot of summer practice like they used to back in our day.
Yep.
Because, kids would drop from the heat.
Right.
So there's a tight formation here. 3 receivers, though, to the right. Single back beside Walkholes, who gets the snap. Looking, avoiding, and he throws downfield. That's picked off. He didn't have a lot of time there.
Right.
Something broke down up front. Now you get 3 wide. And
the snap was a little low left, and it took him a second to grab it. And
when you get 3 wide, a quarterback and a running back in the backfield, that doesn't leave a lot of blockers.
No.
So you got to be precise on that. Should be winding down here last few plays, and then we'll watch other teams go, but we'll try and get these interviews going. I don't know why my phone doesn't work, but, well, I do know because it's old and it's falling apart. But Jay Paul here with Chad Butzler. Paisley on the camera. Here's a pitch. Is that one of the Gross boys? Yeah, Dylan Gross out wide right.
I like to see Brecken there going through his reads. And he ended up taking the check down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option, yeah.
Yeah. But that means he's seeing the field. He's looking downfield first, and that's what you want to see from a young quarterback.
Coming up now, the schedule has 11 o'clock. We'll have Albert Lee against Bloomington Kennedy, the Eagles. And then at 12:15, we'll take on Dover Iota Eagles in this same format. So make your plans to be watching or come down here and join us. There's a nice play, touchdown.
17?
Yeah, number 17 is Aiden Gonzalez, a senior. A running back who snuck out of there and got the nice pass in the end zone.
Really, another perfectly placed ball from Brecken.
Yeah, Brecken looks really good. Yeah. He's got a laser arm. But so Tolbers can, too. When given time, he can throw it, too.
Yeah.
The other side of the field is done with their 30 total plays. And we got to be getting closer.
Yeah, I think we're down to 1 or 2 here.
For the most part, I'm impressed with the offense. The defense got to work on that running defense a little bit, but you're playing a tough run offense.
Yeah. Yeah, this Cannon Falls team is no joke.
But this is good. They're filming this, and they're going to look at it and figure some things out. So back to pass. Walkholz over the middle. That was tipped but caught. Way to come back for it was number 42.
One of the hardest plays to run on the high school level is the screen play.
Sam McGill caught that one after it was tipped.
So many moving factors in a screenplay. Your offensive line can't get downfield, so you got to hold up and time it. It's a timing play, and it's a tough one at the high school level for these kids to execute. So they're trying to.
And that's it for this scrimmage, and they'll shake hands, and then we'll have other teams coming up here. We don't have rosters or anything, but I checked the schedule quick, and it'll be New Ulm, and Cannon Falls has to turn around and play New Ulm next year. So we'll watch one of the 2 scrimmages that are going on here on the Gus main field, on the turf field. Right now, we'll take a break. We'll see if we can get some interviews working. Otherwise, we'll just talk to Paisley and find out all about her life in 8th grade here at Albert Lee High School on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lee is the 2025 Albert Lee Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com. Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
We're back here at the Gus, and the first scrimmage is done. We did our best to get the numbers. They have different numbers here on the practice jerseys than they do in real life for the most part. But, again, fairly impressive here against Cannon Falls. Offense was, I thought, better than the defense, but it's hard to tell because they're working on different things, and they got different guys and different combinations and all that. But for the most part, I think they look pretty good against Cannon Falls, and I think they'll get better as the day goes on because now they can adjust. They got an hour or so before we take on the next opponent, Bloomington Kennedy, at 11 o'clock. And I've got a chat. Here's the chat I had with Paul Dunn, the head coach of Albert Lee Tiger football here. And AlbertLeeLive.com, you have a Minnesota State football championship and a state softball championship from your time in Springfield. So you have a pedigree. Expectations are high here. I'm not talking about state tournament really just yet, but this group of Tiger seniors and the guys who have moved up from varsity from last year's JV squad are a pretty talented group.
Yeah, we're real excited, and there's a lot of football to be played between now and November, but our goal is to play deep into November, and in order to do that, you got to win a bunch of games, and I think we have a good mix of leadership. Our size is better, our athleticism is better. We have very, very good skilled players, and I'm real excited for the opportunity.
I talked to several of the players when they were playing baseball this summer, and their expectations are good. I mean, it's great to have confidence, and you can tell that when you're practicing this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really have come a long way this week.
Yeah.
And that shows their focus, their determination, that they've done work in the off season, that this is important to them. So I think that speaks volumes, and I think that they should be excited, and the community should be excited because we are excited, and it's a great opportunity.
That would have been some of the best position battles this summer.
Oh man, we've had a number of them up front on the offensive line. We've had real close position battles at linebacker, at cornerback.
So good to have that competition.
Yeah, so it's been real fun. Defensive end is another position that we've got two returning players that are really good, and trying to find somebody who's going to fill in behind them and give them a blow on the field. Has been really exciting and fun to see.
And the key is the numbers of players, and I know you've struggled with numbers in the past here, but how are they looking this year?
Well, we're at 65, 9 to 12. We're about 107, 110 district-wide. I was hoping to be closer to 80 than to 60, but it is what it is, and we'll still have some more kids that will be coming out this week, and we'll welcome them with open arms, and try to make this thing into a machine.
Plus is you don't have to play a full Big Nine schedule anymore. You're not playing the Rochester and the Mankato schools who got they have a whole offense and a whole defense, and they don't have to play both ways.
Right. Well, we're playing at a level where we can compete, and the other teams have two-way players just like we do, sure. and I think there's really good football in the southern South Central District. Fairmont and Waseca and St. Peter, New Ulm, and the whole works is that they're good football teams, and we feel we're in a good position to make every game competitive and come out on top on a lot of them.
Everybody staying healthy so far?
Yeah, we're you have your week 1 dings and soreness and all of that, but we're pretty much fine.
What are you hoping to see at the scrimmage here? They get an hour with each of 3 teams, I think. Cannon Falls at 8:30, Bloomington Kennedy at 11, Dover Riota at 12:15. You get 15 plays on offense, 15 on defense against each of them. What are you looking for?
Well, we're looking at timing, footwork, execution. It's more about the little things than it is about scores and turnovers. And because it's a practice, and the exciting thing is that our JV kids will get the same kind of looks. Right. Our freshman kids will get the same kind of looks. So we're excited. We got 8 teams coming in, including
Fairmont,
New Ulm, who are not playing. We got Alden Conger coming in, Byron coming in, so it'll be a lot of fun.
But you'll get a chance to see those teams that are on your schedule and maybe even get a little film on them.
Well, there is. You're at that stage, at least for me. 37 years in, I'm more worried about us than I'm worried about our tail.
Yeah, that's probably true. Your schedule is starts at home against Tri-City United a week from today, a week from Friday, and then 3 in a row on the road, Austin, New Ulm, and Worthington, then 3 in a row at home, which is nice, but it's tough. Fairmont, St. Peter, Waseca, and then you finish at Belle Plaine. If you stay healthy, though, I see some W's on that schedule.
I do too, and like I said, we're excited. We think we can stack some wins, and if things work out like we want them to do, how fun would homecoming be coming in with 4 or 5 wins, and facing off with St. Peter, who beat us on an untimed down last year.
Should have been 3 wins for sure.
But so it is what it is. But that's why we play them. But the point is that we just got to keep getting better on a daily basis, and as long as that happens, we'll be just fine.
Day by day, and stack those W's, like you said. Hey, man, good luck.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your support, and Elberly Live is awesome.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Last year. Are we back? We are back here at the Gus, and they're going to have the second scrimmages coming up. As Bloomington Kennedy just entered the field. Paisley, if you want to look at these guys in the navy blue and gold uniforms, one of the bigger schools here today, and from the cities, of course. We face them at 11 o'clock in our second scrimmage for Albert Lea. That's still a couple hours away, but they've got to face Fairmont here at 9:45. Fairmont just played Dover Riota, and they're going to turn around and play again. And then Cannon Falls, who we just played in our little scrimmage, will have to turn around and place New Ulm here on the other side of the field. So New Ulm will be coming out here, too. That's one of our opponents this year, and a tough team in our district. As we actually played them pretty well, though, I thought, last year.
Yes.
It's a one-score game. And then Albert Lea will play at 11 o'clock against Bloomington Kennedy. So we'll get them on the rebound from their matchup here with Fairmont.
Yeah, Bloomington Kennedy last year was 4-5. The year before, 2-7. They are playing, the bigger schools.
Yeah, they're playing probably Edina and all. I don't know if they're playing them, but it's up there.
Yeah.
As I heard from Paul Dunn. He's got a lot of confidence heading into this season. He said right on there, how fun would it be if we had 4 or 5 wins by homecoming? I don't know. I think it would be thrilled. I think the stands would be full, yes. And they may be anyway because of the anticipation around here. But, if you can't make it to the games, we'll have them for you free here on AlbertaLive.com. We do both home and away games for football. I'm going to close this door. It's a little chilly in here with the wind whipping through. There's Paul Dunn going out towards midfield. He's going to get a look at Bloomington Kennedy, I would imagine, their next opponent. As they are warming up now. And they got a lot of guys. They brought the full complement. They've got, I think, more than most of these teams. Fairmont is sitting off to the back of them warming up there, getting a little rest as they just took on Dover Riota. And then on the other side of it's going to be New Ulm and Cannon Falls. Cannon Falls just on the black uniforms there on the far side. Referees ready to. They got a lot of refs here. They didn't call you and say you want to ref?
No. So last year, when I was about to go back into reffing last year, is when Lance reached out to me about this opportunity. So.
Yeah. Well, this is a lot easier.
Still travel, but not as much. I tell you, reffing, you travel a lot.
But refereeing, walk me through it. Did you go to a school to do that, or do they run you through it, or do you just trust that you know what you're doing?
So you start out at lower level, a lot of freshmen, JV, work your way up, and then you eventually sign on with like a crew.
Yeah.
And you're through an association. I was through Suburban Officials Association.
So you're pretty much working with the same guys all the time.
Yes. Once you get on a crew, it's the same five guys.
That's good because, you can work together and become a good unit, yeah.
And depending on locations of your crew as they try to assign games, we had a pretty wide spread. So we were doing a lot of Houston, Grand Meadow, so I was in Northfield at the time, so quite a few travels, but I think. And
what did you do different, linemen, or did you move around, or did you do the same job every time?
I was an umpire. I did fill in on a couple of times for crews as like a side judge and stuff, but I was mainly an umpire. So
where's that is that behind
out on the middle of the field? You're in the midst of, we used
you got guys flying around you all the time.
Yes. Anyway, it used to be when I, did it, you were right with the middle linebackers. Now, since then, they've changed to the umpire and the head referee are in the backfield on offense. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, that's a great experience. I mean, it's tough because I suppose you don't hear any complaints from out on the football field. It's not like a baseball where the umpire, you can hear people saying you suck.
Right.
You don't really hear that as a football.
No,
referee.
And I liked being the umpire because you're out on the field and you can talk to the kids and you can relate.
Do they come up to you and say, "What did I do wrong there"?
Sometimes, yeah.
Anybody have a little back talk or anything?
Oh yeah. Like I said, my first high school game was Bloomington Kennedy, actually, against Bloomington Jefferson. And it's a rivalry, too, which makes it even worse. And they were very chirpy with each other, and you try to get in the middle of that, then they're chirping at you, too. But
did you get any personal foul penalty flags thrown?
Not that I can recall.
Well, you're a tough guy. You can take it.
I would, I really
it would take a lot to.
I really tried to talk to the kids and try to,
Yeah, and you played the game too, so you know the frustration that goes into it sometimes as a player.
Yeah.
As well.
And it's changed so much over the years too now, where as I was going through it, you do a lot of training to be a referee and stuff, and they started really enforcing the crackbacks and the different blocks that when we called them decleaters when we were playing.
Yeah.
Now they've finally, rightfully so, they've gotten on them because that's where a lot of your injuries are coming from. If you're 15 yards away from the ball, do you really need to throw that extra block in
Exactly. There? And then you get graded, I'm sure, by Minnesota High School Athletic or whoever is your...
Yeah. Your crew gets kind of a scoring system. Actually, the coaches at the end of the game will turn in their own scoring system.
Oh, okay.
And then they use that to base off of playoffs. Section, state.
Better grades, you get some better playoff games and
experience
things like that. State tournament.
We were never the crew I was with for the 4 or 5 years, we were a pretty young crew, and so.
Did you ever do a state tournament game?
No, I have not. Not for football.
You did some baseball, softball, or baseball?
Softball.
Softball umpiring, too. That's a different animal.
Yeah.
Were you like behind the plate or out in the field?
Behind the plate. Yeah.
See, I think of my 40 years of broadcasting and things, and I think I could do that, but it's tougher than it looks.
Yeah, it is. It's a very quick-paced.
You got to be paying attention. I mean, you have to have concentration, or you could get some wrong calls. And you're not only, I mean, that affects a pitcher or a batter or the stats or whatever, but it also affects you because you're being graded like that.
Right, and the biggest, you make mistakes. We're all human.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, I've been doing it for going on 20 years now. I've been umpiring, and I still make mistakes. So. No one's perfect. It's going to happen. I make a lot less mistakes than I used to, but I still make them. So I did a huge tournament this summer up in the cities, and I think they had 128 teams over 4 days.
Wow.
And you're out there in the 90-degree weather for 4 days straight.
Right. Yeah.
No excuses, but I made a couple bad calls, and I'm not afraid to admit that I make mistakes.
Yeah,
the coaches actually, I've learned over the years in any sport, refereeing, basketball, football, or softball, that the coaches appreciate you a lot more if you can just go up to them and be like, hey, I missed that.
I blew that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Too bad, too, because there's a shortage now all over the place, but here in the state of Minnesota, I keep hearing about the shortage of referees.
Yeah,
and there are guys who do 2 or 3 games a week, football.
Absolutely.
And they've moved around. I mean, they've had, now they get Thursday night football. They got some Monday games, even some Saturday games.
A lot of those moving around is because of that shortage.
Yep.
They can't have all Friday night football and sustain enough referees for that. So
yeah, it's quite an ordeal.
It's a thankless job, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
does it pay well?
Not really. I mean, when in the grand scheme of things, by the time you buy your uniforms and your hats and all
they don't provide all that?
No. That's out of pocket.
Come on. Yeah, well.
You do it, especially football. You do it because you love the game.
Yeah,
the Friday nights and the kids.
It's a way to stay on the field from your playing days and everything, and that's great. It's like that's why a lot of guys get into coaching, is so they can be around the guys and teach them some things. And Paul Dunn over here talking to some of the referees to our left. I don't know. Paisley's okay. We're still looking at Bloomington Kennedy. You can peruse around if you see anything you like to anything interesting there, Paisley. Just don't focus on too many cute guys. Can we bring her on here and we'll talk to her a little bit. Paisley is what are you 13 now?
Yeah.
It's my youngest of 3 daughters, and in 8th grade now. I got 2 at the high school. One is graduated and gave me a grandson here in the last year who is, what a guy, Sage. He's 1, just past 1 year old, and he's such a personality. He's not real sure about Grandpa yet because I'm loud. And he'll sit on my lap for a little bit, but if I say something, sometimes I scare him because I'm so loud. But that's my DJ in me. But he does like me, and he likes to play with my facial hair. He thinks that's kind of cool. Pulls at it. But he is a mama's boy, the little Sage. But Paisley, you're in the 8th grade now. What do you think? Your first week is in the books. How was it?
It was good. It was much better than middle school.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like my classes.
No, you don't. You told me.
I had 7 hours of Phi Ed. I would love it too.
Yeah, well, yeah. She doesn't like Phi Ed so much, but
I like the people in my classes, but not like the class in general.
But like you say, you are an A student, AB, but mostly A's. But you don't necessarily like math or any of those, but you do well in them.
Yeah, I'm in advanced math, so I'm going to be doing like...
Your sister's in 9th grade 1 year ahead of you, and you're in a more advanced math than she is, right?
Yeah.
Which is not so, because Farron's an A student too, so
yeah,
you guys are on their honor roll all the time.
I think it's the same math as Farron, but like I'm a little bit ahead of her
Yeah.
by like a few or like a page or two.
I don't know where these A honor roll kids came from. I think they're adopted because they didn't get it from me.
Well,
Mailman.
My 13-year-old, also in 8th grade, struggles hardcore in math. Her least favorite subject is math, so I'll just have her call you, and you can help her out.
Yeah, there you go. And get some tutoring experience there. So you go. What sports have you played? You just did skating, and you were in dance for a while too as a youth.
When I was like, I'll start from like preschool. So
Gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics. I did. I think it was like a cheer kind of thing, but then I kind of quit because the company like stopped.
Here, move your camera onto some action over there, and then we'll have something to look at while we talk to you here.
And then I did dance and gymnastics, and then dance and skating, and then I quit skating and just did competition dance, and now I'm in skating.
Skating again, yeah. Both girls in skating. Farron does she's on the high school dance team, JV, for the second year. Anything like that in your future? Yeah, you thought about volleyball this year.
Yeah, I was gonna do it, and then like I feel like I don't know. I don't.
You're
think
tall.
Yeah.
You're as an 8th grader. You're taller than your sister by a few inches. She's
5'2", I think, and I'm 5'8".
There you go. She's rivaling me right now. I'm 5'10", so she's going to be passing me here pretty soon. You have a tall daughter too, don't
my
you, Chad?
8th grader is also very tall.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Getting all choked up here, but do you have a nickname at all, Paisley? What do their friends call you? Just Paisley?
Yeah.
Because at home you're Pays. You don't like that, do you?
I'm Pays to you. I like it.
Do you?
I'm Pays to one of my friends sometimes, and then I think to Farron I'm Bud.
Yeah.
And then to my mom I'm Paisy, and like to my brother, so.
Yeah. All right. How about a favorite teacher so far in your 8 years in school?
Probably my 7th grade history and advisory teacher, Miss Victoria, or I think Miss Bauer, which was my health teacher last year.
Mr. Cates, you love him. Just because he's Fayette and they don't like the running and all that, that goes with it.
Yeah.
And he's the bad guy. But I'm friendly with him here because he's the junior high, middle school athletic director, and he's assistant to Dave Langrud here at the high school too. So I get to see Harrison a lot, but we tease him a little bit because the girls both didn't really appreciate the running he makes them do. But you got to stay in shape. How about your favorite musical artist or group?
There's a lot, but
well, you went to see Taylor Swift in Miami with your mom and sister
last year,
and then you went to the Iowa State Fair. Who'd you see there?
Megan Maroney.
That was this year. They just saw Megan Trainor without you yesterday at the Minnesota State Fair because you were here working. And in what is it? October, you're going to New York.
Yeah, October on Halloween. We're gonna be at Sabrina Carpenter.
What venue is it? Do you know?
MSG.
Ooh,
yeah.
Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
All right. What songs does she do? I know the name, but I'm not.
She does I don't know. She does a lot of pop, kind of not so much kid music, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's some choice words there, but we all get over it. Nothing you haven't heard before at home.
Yeah.
Favorite movie star?
Lauren Graham.
But you didn't really say who your favorite artist was.
Oh,
musical.
Probably Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, and Megan Maroney.
Okay. Lauren Graham, because you're into what show was she on?
Gilmore Girls.
You've watched. How many times have you been through the seasons?
Thousands.
And now she discovered Friends, and you're in your second or third watching of those.
Yeah. And I like Chandler. I like them all.
Phoebe and Chandler, they're the fun ones for sure.
Great series.
And how about a favorite cartoon of all time?
I think when I was little, probably Loud House, but
that was a good one. Yeah.
Now I feel like it's more Bluey or
Bluey's exploded. You see those shirts, and I mean, the branding of that show is everywhere. Yeah. But isn't that for little kids, though, or it's not?
Yeah, it's for little kids. And me and my best friend Lily watch it during lunch.
All right. Have you discovered The Simpsons yet? Did you?
No.
See, that's a good series, too. You should maybe check out. I like Family Guy, but that might be a little...
Yeah.
a little much for you. Anyway, those are the questions I usually answer. In fact, we'll run through it here with some of the football players that I talked to, including the two that are not playing today, Tegan Tolbers and Carter Kahn. I also have Sam McGill and one more. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head here, but we'll run those interviews. 11 o'clock, it'll be Albert Lee against Bloomington Kennedy, who right now are still warming up over here on the right side of the field here at the Gus. It's Scrimmage Saturday right here with Jay Paul and Chad Butzler and Paisley. And welcome to our family. And in fact, there's going to be some games, I think, where it's just going to be me and you, my two daughters. Farron will be helping out, and maybe she'll produce and you do camera, and then maybe at halftime you switch and do each other's jobs. So it's kind of cool. As they're both at the high school now. So, all right, we'll take a break and come back with more from Scrimmage Saturday here at the Jim Gustafson Field in Albert Lee on albertleelive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lee is the 2025 Albert Lee Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lee. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD at Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertleelive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
So we're back, and again, thanks. We have some great new sponsors this year. Some of these same ones from last year. Well, GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT, they were our first sponsor. Signed up early, actually came to us and wanted to get in on it because they heard we were coming to town. How it all started was NorthfieldLive.com has been going now for 4 or 5 years. And they have a bunch of schools, 13, I think, in the Twin Cities, that company, there's different offshoots of it, but they do it up in the Twin Cities. So they were looking to, spread down south and get into the Big Nine. And it started with Northfield with my boss, Lance Reister. And then Albert Lee, Dave Langerud, the activities director here in Albert Lee, heard about it and saw some things online that he liked. And he called Lance and said, do that here. So he came down here, and then they started Faribault Live, too, last year. It was Faribault and Albert Lee started at the same time under Lance's leadership. So we had 3 schools that we were doing, and I've gone up and done some of the Northfield games and Faribault games, too, along the way here when we're not doing something for Albert Lee, but 160 plus games and events in our first year, which is unbelievable. In radio, I did radio forever. It was Power 96. I was in Mankato at KTOE and sports, legendary sports stations. But we were only doing 50 games a year, and now we're doing 150, 160. I'm in heaven because I love doing these games like that. But so that's how it all started. Was they invited us down here, and then Adam Godeke heard about it somehow and met with us. We were just happened to be in town meeting with Robert Hoffman, and then Adam showed up and said, I want to get on with you guys, and he was on from day one, and so we thank him for that. He sponsored football and girls hockey last year. I think he's going to be back on sponsorship of football. We need sponsors for these different sports so that we can do the section games because they charge us a lot. Okay, you can follow this game here, Paisley. There's Fairmont against Bloomington Kennedy. They're doing a little scrimmaging now. So she can try and focus on that, and we'll watch that a little bit. And then when New Ulm and Cannon Falls start going, we kind of want to watch that. Well, we play both Fairmont and New Ulm, so we can go back and forth. Sure. They're both on our schedule. We don't scrimmage them, either of them today, but we do have Bloomington Kennedy coming up here at 11 o'clock. The team in the dark blues here. But anyway, I don't remember where we were, but a lot of games that we do, and it's a lot of fun, but we do need sponsors so that we can do the section games because we get charged a lot. As a streamer, we're not like radio. They're not a threat to the MSHSL's streaming unit, but we are, and so they charge us a lot of money to do those playoff games. We can do the state tournament games, but we can only do audio. So if we do get a team that goes to state, we'll be there, but it will be audio only until they change that rule, and hopefully they will someday. And anyway, we need sponsors for the individual teams. We need a volleyball sponsor, we need a football sponsor, we need basketball sponsors, and that helps us pay the fees to do the playoff games. You wouldn't believe what they charge. I didn't believe it when I first heard it. But anyway, if you need to reach us, you can do so on the website here. There's a contact area down at, I think it's the lower left of the website front page. You can just write your question there, and we'll answer it for you right away as soon as we get it. And then you could also call me and leave a message at 507-402-1600 if you want to talk about sponsorships and things like that. There was a sack there, Bloomington Kennedy. They got some big dudes up front there. Look at this, 34 and 48. They look like college kids. And who's that, 29? These are huge dudes.
And what add on to your sponsorship, too, football players right now for Elberly are selling $20 cards with a bunch of local businesses, discounts and stuff. So I picked mine up yesterday. If you don't know a football player, get in contact with somebody from the high school, and I'm sure they can set you up.
And it's called the activities office.
Or GT Windows and Door. I see his son is selling them. So
okay, yeah, that's a cool thing. It helps the boosters there for. You wouldn't imagine either if you don't know the costs that go into some of these boosters. They really take care of a lot of things, travel expenses and food on the road and all kinds of stuff.
We got some road trips, let me tell you.
We do. Some 3 trips are hour and a half one way, so 3-hour round trips. Worthington, New Ulm, and Belle Plaine, and then the short one is Austin. But they did stack up on the long road trips this year for sure.
Did you want to? You could break down the schedule if you want. I know starting next week we got Tri-City United.
Tri-City United and the opener here at the Gus at 7 o'clock next Friday. And then we go on the road for 3 weeks. And I'm not sure what the order is, but I know it's Austin, Worthington, and somebody else.
Yep, we go to Austin first, and then we're going to go to New Ulm. And then we're going to go to Worthington. And then we're going to come back home for a
3 games, including Waseca, St. Peter,
and
Fairmont at home. St. Peter game is the homecoming game.
And then our last.
And then we go to Belle Plaine.
Will be that Wednesday night, the week before.
MEA. Yep. And that'll be at Belle Plaine, another long road trip. But it's not by any means an easy schedule, but there are some W's to be had there, I think. Absolutely. Everybody agrees. And I think the key is health. You got to stay healthy. I don't think we're as deep as we would like to be, but like Paul Dunn said in the interview I did with him here just a little bit ago, we heard he likes his skill position players and he likes his beef up front, but that's just the starters, and if they go down, it's not going to be easy to fill. He did have some good position battles. He was talking about defensive end and cornerback. He had some pretty good battles at those positions here this summer in the limited practices they've done. So maybe they have a little more depth than he thought, but you got Fairmont running their offensive plays here. Is Paisley paying attention, or are we getting... she's, I think, FaceTiming with her sister. And, just try and pay attention there. You can talk at the same time. We turn your mic off. And Fairmont going against Bloomington Kennedy on the one side. It hasn't started yet for New Ulm and Cannon Falls, but I think they're coming close to starting time. I don't know why they're not playing, but they're supposed to start at the same time. They're just watching this scrimmage between Fairmont and Bloomington Kennedy. Boy, he was not rushing. They're not going after the quarterbacks here today, I don't think.
No, and that's usually something that the team coaches will get together and agree on beforehand.
They're not wearing a special uniform, though. A lot of times they put the quarterback in a different color jersey, so you know you're not supposed to hit that guy.
Well, and you're talking Bloomington Kennedy versus a Fairmont. That's a big difference.
Mismatch, yeah. That's a big mismatch. But Fairmont's got a good team, though, and they have for years. Yes. They got a good football tradition there for the Cardinals. But you can even tell when they come into the line, the size difference. Well, Fairmont's got a couple of big guys, too.
Sure.
Up front. As they set up, and they got the dual receivers off to the right here. Near side, one in motion. He's going to get the hand up. No, he's going to. Oh, a fumble! And Kennedy jumps on that one. Bloomington Kennedy are the Eagles, the navy blue and gold, and then we also have Dale Veriota Eagles that we're taking on here later on today. But, yeah, that's been, like you said, Bloomington Kennedy with a losing record the last few years probably would have a winning record if they were in our district.
Absolutely.
Just because they have more guys to choose from. And some of these, it's the same story in almost every sport. Soccer, too. Some of our opponents are cutting players. You know, they have to get down to a certain, because they have so many that come out for the sport. That doesn't happen in Albert Lee. We're looking for more bodies all the time. So there's a little bit of a mismatch there, but I think we're going to hold our own. Both soccer teams, by the way, started the year with wins. We had you were here for the girls opener Thursday. They got a 3-1 win over Mankato Loyola, and then last night the boys got a 2-1 victory as they took out Cass and Manorville, and that one was we took a 2-0 lead and then held on to win 2-1. But some good athleticism there. I was kind of impressed with, I don't know how good Cass and Manorville is on a normal basis in boys soccer, but I didn't see anything that was bad with our boys either, or the girls. They play really good defense, both of them, too. So shutting down the opponent is part of the deal there for any sport. But
and this coming Tuesday, girls will get a little challenge. They got Owatonna coming to town.
Yep, and I think the boys have Winona on Thursday.
Correct.
And we'll have those games for you. And then the football season opener is next Friday against Tri-City United. Here's a run for New Ulm. Well, we're not watching that one. That's the other side. They're finally underway. As Fairmont deep pass, that's incomplete. Although it might have been a little interference back there. They kind of sandwiched him as he was running down the field. Just, kind of go back and forth, Paisley, from time to time. But and try and keep plays in your camera view. She's tired, she has to reach up. It is taxing on the shoulder and the arm if you're not used to it, because you're always constantly have your arm in the air to run these cameras. So she's on her third day. It's kind of wearing on her, I can tell. She's in state fair mode. She wants to get up there and experience the state fair. Who wouldn't? Although I hear there's a sticker shock on some of the food prices. And you got, this energy drink she loves those, as that's a touchdown for New Ulm, and nice pass. We don't know any of their players or names, but we can watch them. Again, Albert Lee coming up against Bloomington Kennedy at 11 o'clock, and then they'll scrimmage against Dover Iota at 12:15 coming up here, and then we'll put a wrap on today. So there's a bunch of the Albert Lee guys on the bench right down here, Paisley. I see Wackles and some of the guys. If you want to pan down, there they are, sitting there. Parents might want to see their boys as they sit and watch their next opponent, Bloomington Kennedy, and it's, again, about still an hour and change away from that. Now, on some of those other fields, the JV squads are going at it, too. This is, they got the Byron JV taking on Alden Conger JV on one of the practice fields. So over here, as well as what else do they have here? Fairmont JV against the Dover Iota JV also going on right now. And then at 11 o'clock, they'll switch things around, and we'll take on Bloomington Kennedy here at all of our varsity scrimmages are here at the main turf field at the Gus. Scoreboard's turned off. They're not keeping track of score. They're not doing anything but offense and defensive plays. No special teams. No, they're calling penalties, but nothing else. No stats being kept here, but I thought Albert Lee looked pretty good against Cannon Falls, and we'll see how they do against a bigger school like Kennedy. That's going to be interesting.
Yes.
Yes, nice tackle there for a loss. Cannon Falls is not a slouch for sure. New Ulm's a pretty good squad.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and I know Cannon Falls, like I said, 2 years ago, their state appearance, semifinals. They have a good program.
They ran well against us in the earlier scrimmage, but I thought we played real well offensively.
Absolutely.
I was impressed with Brecken Wackholz and a lot of the receivers and the blocking up front for the most part. So we'll have to see, though. It'll be interesting to see against the Bloomington Kennedy and then against Dover Iota. That's a smaller school, too, isn't it?
It is. However, they are also a very good program. I mean, they've been around 500 the last couple of years, but they're playing the Chatfields, Tritons, some pretty good competition in their area. So,
all right. So, yeah, we've got a full schedule of games. We're going to also, volleyball starts in September. We'll have some of those games as well, as they're a younger group this year, too. I talked to head coach. Why is her name escaping me now? She's so good. She's such a good interview, too, and the kids just love her. When we did the parent player coach meeting at the high school, she got the loudest applause, the volleyball coach. I like her a lot. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, but she has told me that it may be a rebuilding year for them because they lost a lot of seniors, but they'll give their best effort this year in volleyball, and we'll have as many of those games as we can do. And also the girls and boys soccer team home games, and we'll do all the road and home games, all 8 regular season games for Albert Lee football. As they start for real a week from Friday. And there's some people who think they could start out easily 4-0. But that means winning 3 on the road.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule when you got to go on the road. And we're not talking just 20 minutes. I mean, Austin's close, I guess.
Yeah.
Then you're going to New Ulm and Worthington, and sometimes them bus rides can take a toll on you.
A little more than, maybe you think. But I love the confidence in the squad, and you'll hear some of that when we talk to some of these players here.
KTTC, I believe it is, out of Rochester, just had a special on Albert Lee and Austin. A video talking about the rivalry there, and they haven't played in a few years, but going back to even in the 70s, I think they said it's such a big rivalry because they're neighboring cities and stuff.
The I-90 battle.
And they talked to, I think, Sam McGill and Tegan Toblers and a couple of Austin players, and I tell you, they're really hyping that game up, so it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, okay, well, let's see. Why don't we take a break, and I'll come back, and maybe we can have some of those player interviews for you coming up here as we continue to watch Bloomington Kennedy and Fairmont go at it. And then in the purple, it's New Ulm against Cannon Falls. And at 11 o'clock, Albert Lee will take on Bloomington Kennedy here in the 30 total plays, 15 each. Scrimmage coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
And it's Tegan Tolbers who, quarterback, what do you play, defensive back too?
Yeah, I play cornerback and corner.
And you're number 10?
Yep.
If I remember right, yeah. What are your expectations for this season? Because you know you played, now you were starting quarterback last year. How about the year before?
Yeah, I was starting quarterback 10th grade, 11th grade.
Wow.
And then now I'm going to my 12th.
So is this the best unit you've been with here?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, yeah. I have really high expectations for this year. I do expect us to win a lot of games and kind of prove a lot of people wrong, because I don't think we're an easy team to beat at all. So.
Yeah, I think, turn those tables right around on these people and get some W's. Any significance to the number 10?
My dad wore it. My birthday's on the 10th, too, so it's kind of a family number.
What position did your dad play?
Quarterback.
Oh, was he here?
Yeah, and then he played tight end in college. So.
Okay, where did he go to college?
RCTC.
Okay, cool. All right, carry that tradition on. That's good. How about a pregame ritual for Tegan?
I like to take a little nap, and then I'd say listen to a lot of music, get my mind right.
All right. I like the nap thing. That's good. Favorite teacher of all time? First of all, you have a nickname?
They call, not really, no.
You don't want to say.
I don't really have a nickname, no.
Okay. Favorite teacher? How about double T? You can go with that.
Big T sometimes.
Yeah. Teacher, okay.
Mr. Tran.
What does he do?
He teaches chemistry, but he has a lot of energy. He also coaches football, I'm pretty sure. And he's just a good guy. He's a great guy.
All right. Favorite musical group or artist of all time?
This is kind of like two. I like Future a lot. I like listen to him before the game. I also listen like Hudson Westbrook, a little bit of country. Give me calm.
A little eclectic. That's good, yeah. Favorite movie star? You gonna say Adam Sandler like everybody else?
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah. He's got some good movies,
RDJ,
for sure. Favorite athlete of the past?
Not too much in the past, but Johnny Manziel.
Johnny, yeah, what's because you free spirit or what?
Yeah, I just
quarterback.
I just like his swag. I like his style. So
yeah. Favorite current athlete?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker's good too. Yeah, he's come a long way for sure. Great college career, and now I think a lot of people think Tampa could go to the Super Bowl.
I think he's top 5. Top 5. Yeah.
All right, man. Tegan, stay healthy and have a great season.
Will do. Thank you.
All right. Player profiles continue here as the football season gets geared up here. I got to put my reading glasses on. Next player up, who are you and what positions are you playing?
Carter Kahn, I'm a senior and I play receiver and safety.
Ah, yes, receiver extraordinaire for sure. What other sports do you play?
I play basketball in the winter. That's it.
All right. What are your expectations for this football season? It seems to be sky high across the board because you guys got a couple of wins last year. Should have had probably 3, but I think you have a favorable schedule.
We're hoping to get a lot of wins this year. I mean, not get super cocky, but come out there, play, prove ourselves. We've been waiting for this year, so just give it all we got.
All right. Any significance to what number are you?
We're number 1. I've just worn it since I was a kid, so just keep it going.
There's nothing wrong with thinking you're number 1 either, especially at the position you play because, it's prima donnas. But you can't show any emotion out there when you score, can you?
Just really, gotta stay calm.
Jumping up and down and stuff. If you spike the ball, it's a penalty, right?
Yep.
That's not fair. Do you have a pregame ritual for football?
I usually just listen to music and kind of just get in the mindset, get ready to go.
Yeah, all right. You got a nickname?
Everyone calls me C-Con.
All right. Yeah, that works. Favorite teacher?
I like Mr. Haney. He's got a lot of energy, so it makes class fun.
Yeah, he gets picked a lot for sure. Musical group or artist? What are you listening to these days?
Honestly, I listen to anything, really whatever pops up on my Apple Music, I'll listen to. So
that's good. Keep an open mind on that. That's a good thing to do. Favorite movie star?
I like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, there you go. Favorite athlete of the past?
I like Allen Iverson, his little swag.
Oh,
it's fun to watch.
He had some tune for sure. Favorite current athlete?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a popular one for sure there. Hey, man, Carter, stay healthy. Have a great season, all right?
Thank you.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD at Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Their offense couldn't do anything against that Kennedy defense.
All right, player profiles here, and with the scrimmage going on here, who are you and what positions are you playing?
Sam McGill, I play defensive end and right tackle.
Sam, yeah, Big Sam, I've talked to you before, but now how excited are you for, I talked to you in baseball, you were excited for football then.
Yeah, hey, same energy still. I mean, it's fun to get out here and play again, but this is what we got our eyes on to get some W's this year.
What are your expectations for this football season? Just keep getting better, like Coach says, day by day?
Yeah, I mean, take one game at a time, but we got a lot of W's on our schedule here, and we're excited for that.
It gets tough, though, because after the home opener, you have 3 on the road, and they are winnable games, but they're road games, and those are always tough.
No, I think we play just as well away. It's not going to affect us, just how we go in as a mindset.
And you guys owe St. Peter a little bit.
Oh, yeah. We're waiting for that one, yeah.
Isn't that homecoming? Or is
Yep, that's homecoming. We want that game pretty bad for sure.
I would bet so. Any significance as to your uniform number? What number you wear?
I wear 55. Honestly, there's no significance to it. I changed my number 3 times. I had to change twice last year when I changed offensive line, and then one was too big, so I just settled at 55, and I think it looks good.
Do you got a nickname?
Gilly. That's what all my teammates call me. That's
all right. That's good.
Yep.
Any pregame ritual for football?
Usually just say a prayer. It helps me out, calms me down, just like I said in baseball, and just give it to God.
Favorite teacher of all time?
Favorite teacher of all time. I think you asked me this one in baseball too.
Yeah.
Might have changed by then.
Of all time, I don't got a favorite, but I got some good teachers this year this last year at high school. I liked my biology teacher, Miss Kiesler, and I'd say she's one of my favorites.
All the sports you play, have you had any colleges talk to you yet?
Yeah, I mean, someone reached out to me. I didn't really try hard enough with getting myself out there, but we'll just see where this year leads me, and you never know what's going to happen.
All right, how about, I asked these two, but favorite musical artist or group, who are you listening to?
Honestly, again, not a good answer for you, but I just like to listen to anything, any groups. I like Christian music, yeah. Anything's good. I like Crowder. He's really good. He's a good artist.
If I remember right, was it Adam Sandler for actor?
Yep, Adam Sandler. Hey, and that Happy Gilmore 2 movie is pretty good. Yeah,
I've heard good things. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but favorite athlete of the past?
Of the past.
All time. And then a current one.
Yeah. I don't know. Of the past, maybe I'd say Randy Moss. I feel like even though I don't play receiver or anything, it's pretty fun to see what he do to people. Yeah.
How about current? JJ?
Justin Jefferson, just like I said last time. You know, it's fun to watch him.
Oh, yeah. Just as equally fun as
Moss.
Yeah. You can't get any taller. I'm not going to be able to interview you. Blood's rushing out of my arm here.
Yeah, got a little taller.
All right, Sam, you have a good year. And
appreciate
good
it.
luck, man.
Yep.
Stay healthy.
Thank you.
All right, we move on. Player profiles as we're getting geared up for the season. Who are you? What do you play? And what grade are you going in?
I'm Charlie Irvine. I'm going to be a senior. I play fullback and safety or linebacker.
And you went to state in track and field.
Yeah, I did in the long jump. It was a good experience, I'd say. Yeah. Hopefully we can be back there next year.
Well, good for you. That's great. And, you know, some of our best audiences for Alberta Live was for track and field. Some of the averages like over 900 people viewing, so that was good.
Yeah, that's really good.
And is that your favorite, or is football? Or what is basketball? What is your favorite?
I'd say my favorite's probably track, but then football's close behind.
Yeah. All right. How are things going here? Are you guys getting good workouts? You feel good about the team?
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this year. I think we just got to take it one day at a time, kind of like Sam said. One game at a time. We just got to try to come out and play our best every day.
You get tough yards inside, too. Do you got to build up for that? I mean, you do a lot of weightlifting and stuff like that?
Yeah, I try to at least lift 5 times a week or something like that. Just trying to keep my body in shape and getting ready to take those hits in the middle.
All right. Any significance to your uniform number? What are you, 23?
Yeah, I'm 23. I don't really have much significance. I just swear the number and then
That's what they gave you?
Yeah, I guess.
How about you, a pregame ritual for football?
Just like Sam said, I'd try to say a prayer, just give it all to God before the game.
It's all you can do, huh? Yeah. How about a nickname for you, Charlie?
Last year, some of the coaches and players called me Chuck the Truck.
That's good. I like that. I was thinking something around the Chucky area, but I like Chuck the Truck. That's good. I could use that during game calls, especially when you bust through for something. Yeah. How about favorite teacher?
I like...
Time. Could be your kindergarten. I don't care.
I like Mr. Gens because he's like my track coach too, so I think he's a pretty good teacher. But
yeah. And favorite musical artist or group these days?
I like Forrest Frank. I just went to his concert actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. Movie star. Your favorite movie star?
Ooh. I like Adam Sandler, probably like Sam.
That is the most popular response I get, so that's good. Yeah, you seen the second one of Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, that was good. I think it was pretty good.
Everybody says it's stupid, but that's Adam Sandler. It's funny.
Yeah,
that's what you expect from him. Favorite athlete of the past?
The past. I like watching like old Michael Jordan highlights kind of for basketball. But,
a little tongue wagging out there, yeah. And how about a current athlete?
Either Anthony Edwards or Jefferson. They're both pretty good.
Yeah. Can't go wrong there, man. Yeah. All right, Charlie. Hey, Chuck the Truck, have a great year. Stay healthy, man.
Yeah, thank you.
GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT of Albert Lee sells only the highest quality products because we know how important it is to protect your home and your investment. You'll receive expert advice from our experienced team members on everything from styles to energy efficiency ratings. Call 507-320-0575 and get our team working on your next project. Online at gtwindowanddoor.com. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, mrsandless.com.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin. Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeeLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeeLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org. Back here at Jim Gustafson Field at Hammer Complex in Albert Lea as it's Scrimmage Saturday. Football is back, and Albert Lea looked pretty good against Cannon Falls. I'm Jay Paul along with Chad Butzler. Paisley, my daughter, is running our cameras today, and we're kind of looking at the Albert Lea players as they're gathered here. Ready to go against Bloomington Kennedy, who just got done taking on Fairmont. Your thoughts on the other teams we saw? The Fairmont-Bloomington Kennedy matchup first, Chad. You were watching that a little bit.
Yeah, both of those defenses, Kennedy and Fairmont, were pretty stout. They didn't allow much for their offense. You didn't see much from the offense, but...
Now, and Fairmont's on our schedule, but Bloomington Kennedy is not, although we're going to scrimmage them coming up here. And then on the other one, this New Ulm, Cannon Falls... Cannon Falls has got some good offense, or is it a lack of defense from New Ulm?
Yeah. I mean, Cannon Falls is very disciplined. You can see it in their offense. And
they've hit some deep passes.
Yes. Just when New Ulm tries to stop them on the run, they'll commit to the run, and then all of a sudden Cannon Falls will go over the top. So. Yeah,
Paisley showed this scrimmage here. Well, they got to be running close to the end of their plays, and then we'll see if we start early here. We still have an hour. We're not scheduled to take on Bloomington Kennedy in the scrimmage until 11, which is an hour away. And I don't know what else we can do to waste time, Chad, because we've done all our interviews, and maybe we can go down there and get some more guys to come up. But they're all uniformed up and ready to take. I think they may go a little early, as long as Bloomington Kennedy feels good about it. But here's Cannon Falls on offense against the purple-clad New Ulm defense. And, again, they're completing passes down the field on New Ulm as players in and out. I don't think you can take too much out of these scrimmages, but it's fun to see football back on the field and some of your favorite players running around out there because they have different matchups. And, we said Carter Kahn and Tegan Tolbers, they're not playing, but they're down here playing catch. They don't look injured to me. So I don't know. It's fine to keep players out of scrimmage. You don't want to get some players hurt. So whatever it is, I'm not sure if it's – I'm sure it's not serious injuries because they are winging the ball at each other down below us here. But they are not in uniform as everybody else is. But Anyway, we watched them take on Cannon Falls, and the only thing I would say was a concern on that would have been our run defense.
Yeah, especially in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's something I'm sure that they talked about in between here, the scrimmages, and they're going to try to strengthen that up.
But we watched, and it looked good for the running. As far as offense, they ran a lot of Federico Rivera, the junior, out of the backfield, and Caden Foreman got some good screen passes. He ran a couple of times. Noah Teeter looked pretty good.
Teeter looked very good, I think.
Receiving. Shuey and Yost caught a touchdown out there, and they had Boss and the Gross boys, and William Velasquez was holding his own there up the middle, but
Brecken looked very good at quarterback.
And Brecken, yeah, he looked studly at quarterback, and he's not even the starter, so I think Teagan would be even better. And he's looking good. He's got a rocket arm down here. Yeah. He's in street clothes, but he's just winging that thing. I'm sure they just held him out for precautionary reasons. If maybe they had a tweak of a finger or a wrist or something that they don't want a chance having him
and
miss extended time.
That's the biggest thing with these scrimmages is you want to walk away healthier than when you came into it. So
yeah, they're not looking like Paul said. Paul Dunn in an interview I did with him earlier. We ran that. He's not looking for really touchdowns or big plays. He's looking for timing and run plays, and everybody's on the same page as they do the blocking schemes and things like that. They're looking for the little things.
And I remember at the beginning of the year last year, I think we started in St. Peter, and I remember saying at that point where the timing just wasn't there. We had a lot of false start. I think we had over 13 penalties that first game.
And we almost won that game,
we almost won that game, too. And, looking at the scrimmage today so far, what we've seen is they've definitely been more disciplined when it comes to the timing and stuff. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think they're very much more prepared here. And that's probably a good reason why they did this scrimmage here. But I like this. This is a premier facility in all of the state of Minnesota and probably the upper Midwest as people come in here. I know I've talked to opposing coaches at times, and they're like, man, we got to get something like this. They do that with softball, too, over on the turf field. Very impressive layout here, and so Albertine should be very proud of the facility here. The locker rooms are right there, and the study rooms and screens up there, the little classroom session that they can do to review film work, and the field, of course. And it's cool because, you got to replace the turf here, every 10, 15 years? I don't even know what it is, but there's no lawn mowing that goes on over here. There are on the practice fields, but I think it's a premier, especially the Big Nine. I think it's the best football facility out there.
Yeah, it's something, especially on Friday nights when it's all lit up. And
you need to figure, Mankato West they've had the same field since the 40s.
Yeah.
They may have improved the stands and stuff, but it's the same basic field that they've had for 80 years now. And East has been around for a long time, too, on their field at Rochester schools. I know in baseball, some of those Rochester baseball fields don't even have electricity still. It's 2025. Right. And I was like, where do I plug in? We don't have anything. I said, good thing I brought my battery along with. So that was a couple of years ago. But, very, very nice facility. And they can bring in 8 or 9 teams like this. And with the practice fields they have off to the side here, they can really run the JVs and the C squads, and everybody can get some really good work in. And very, very cool deal. And we're going to take on 3 teams today. We had Cannon Falls. We got Bloomington Kennedy coming up next. We just a lot of standing around because Bloomington Kennedy just got done with theirs. They're warming up right now out on the field. To our right, and Albert Lee is kind of standing around below us here, ready to go. They're uniformed up, helmets on for the most part, but Paul Dunn is talking to some referees, and I'm sure he knows some of them. He's been coaching for, 37 years.
Yeah.
Got the state championship in Springfield way back when, and actually backed it up with a softball coaching state championship as well in Springfield. been battling the numbers here, but this is his best chance at a winning season since he's been here, and he's all fired up about it.
And it comes in baby steps. Last year was the first time they won homecoming in how long?
Yep.
Now this year.
Just keep doing firsts.
Yep, exactly.
And like we said, it's been 35 years since they had more than 2 wins in a season. That's a long drought. And, we had, what was it, the 70s? We won 2 championships, state championships?
Albert Lee's got a history, pretty good history of football, all sports in general, but football especially.
Dave Nolander, who people know from here, he was a star football player here, a lineman, and actually was a center for the Gophers. He told me Tony Dungy was his quarterback.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that? He snapped the ball to Tony. Dave. Guys like Dave, who they had such a rich tradition of football here, well before the turf and all that. Was it the same area? I don't even know where they played because I've only been down here for 20 years. This has not been around that long. This facility?
No.
5 years, maybe, or is it longer than that?
Maybe.
I'm not sure on the year that was built here, but anyway, the field still looks great, and there's debate about if turf is good for knees and everything. I don't think we've had that many serious knee injuries through the years of the turf field here.
When I would referee, I would love to see turf fields. They're so much easier for me as a referee.
Yeah. And you're talking to a lot of players, and so some of the position players, like skill position players, they like natural grass because they can cut better, and you don't get your cleats stuck in the turf like you can, and that does lead to some injuries at times. But I don't remember any major injuries here in the last few years because of turf, but there may have been. So we're gearing up for the next scrimmage here. Hopefully they go a little early. I know Kennedy now warming up, so they got to be ready to go here, and they don't want to warm up too much. And then Albert Lee hasn't warmed up since they stopped, so they're actually taking the field here, so maybe they'll do some warm-ups. Okay, because they're done now with New Ulm and Cannon Falls wrapping up their scrimmage. So the Albert Lee guys in white are going to go out and do some warm-ups, and then they'll take on Bloomington Kennedy at 11 o'clock. The other matchups at 11, I can look this up here quick on our handy-dandy schedule. Moving right through them here. The third round, 11 o'clock, Albert Lee takes on Bloomington Kennedy, and then also on this field it'll be Cannon Falls. Boy, they do 3 back-to-back-to-backs. They'll take on Fairmont in their one side of this. And then practice field 3, New Ulm against Dover Riota. Practice field 4, Alden Conger against their varsity and JV against Byron's JV at 11 o'clock. So everybody's in action. And then at 12:15, Albert Lee against Dover Riota here on the main field with New Ulm and Bloomington Kennedy also. And then on practice field 3, the Albert Lee JV takes on the Fairmont JV at 12:30 and then or 12:15, and then Alden Conger varsity JV against New Ulm JV on field 4.
Have you heard now? Does Albert Lee JV football play Monday or Tuesday against Tri-City United? Because usually the JV will play like the week earlier in the week before the varsity. I don't know if that's how they still do it, or.
Well, let me look up here. Big 9 schedule will tell me. I just got to dial it up and go to Albert Lee. And see, next Friday. Down the screen here. Nope, I don't know. They're not playing Friday or Thursday. It just has the varsity.
The JV would play Monday or Tuesday usually.
Okay, it's not listed here.
Okay, maybe.
Unless it's the following Monday.
That could be the follow. Maybe it's after the varsity.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I see the ninth grade plays on September 2nd against Tri-City United.
Okay.
There in La Center. But I'm not seeing a JV. That's odd. Oh, okay, they're scrimmaging today. Let me see. Cross country starts up. The girls and boys on Monday are at Bancroft Bay Park against multiple schools next Monday, the 25th. And volleyball, girls C volleyball next Tuesday, along with tennis for the girls at home here against Rochester Century. And we'll have soccer Tuesday, the girls, and the boys on Thursday. But, I don't see football JV at all here listed. Swimming, too. Girls swimming and diving. JV and varsity will start things. They have a Wednesday meet in Rochester against Century. But I am not seeing any JV football, so I don't know. Oh. Maybe Tri-City doesn't have it.
That could be, too. Maybe the numbers just aren't there.
Yeah. That's a possibility. But they're getting some work, the JV, today here on the practice fields as Paul Dunn supervises his boys warming up.
I really like the variety of teams they brought in for this, too.
Yeah.
You got some smaller schools, but very good smaller schools, and then you got Bloomington Kenny, who's probably the biggest school here, and quite an
I'm
array.
looking forward to seeing how we do against them because they got some beef up front.
Yes, they do.
And that'll be coming up next here. I guess we could take another break. And after the Bloomington Kennedy scrimmage, we'll replay some of those player interviews and Paul Dunn's interview if they were missed earlier. And kill time till 12:15 for the third scrimmage. Looks like they're going to try and stay on schedule here, but I can't imagine that these guys are going to warm up for a full hour before they go at it. So, in fact, Kennedy's off the field now. And I would think Albert Lee will warm up here for another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll get going. So we'll take a quick break and be back on AlbertLeeLive.com. Scrimmage Saturday.
Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeeLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeeLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lee. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
Back at the Gus as we prepare. Bloomington Kennedy now out on the field, taking on Albert Lee. From the 40 in, looks like Albert Lee will be on offense first. It's Brecken Wackles, number 85, with the ball ahead of his teammates there. Talking to Paul Dunn. As Kennedy is going to go on defense here to start with. Brecken looks like he's going to play catch with the Kennedy boys.
Let's hope not.
As they'll set the ball down and get ready to go here. Referees, I think, are the last piece of this puzzle. Everybody trying to stay hydrated. Even though it's cooler today, hydration is still the utmost importance for everybody. I had some cramps last night. I don't drink water, though. I drink Diet Dew, and I don't think that's the same effect.
No. Before my heart attack, all I did was drink soda, and now I drink a lot of water.
Yeah? What are you trying to tell me?
Drink more water.
But I noticed
I still drink soda too,
Yeah.
but not at my primary, I wouldn't say.
Maybe a water for every 2 pops or something.
Let's start.
As we await the start here at Brecken Wacholz. If they did the same thing, I don't know, they'll probably go and try and get some different looks. But in that first scrimmage against Cannon Falls, Frederico Rivera and was getting a lot of carries. Charlie Irvine got some carries. Esteban Mixteco and Aiden Gonzalez. And some of those guys. Caden Foreman got in some plays. Here we go. Albert the offense first here as they set up in the I formation. And Irvine in the fullback spot, and behind him is that Foreman? I can't see a number on the tailback there, but receivers right and left. Aiden Gonzalez out wide left. And there's a carry up the middle, good yardage.
You were talking about Charlie, how he can run through some tackles, and he just did there.
And Shuey was the other receiver in that set. Shuey and Gonzalez, the wide outs. There's big number 74, Isaiah Sevchek. He looks good. He's the left tackle for this Tiger squad. And then Sam McGill on the right side tackle. Stout for sure. I formation again. Behind Wacholz up under center. Fake handoff and gets out of trouble and hits his man. He has been sharp out there. That was wide open. That was a nice move to get away from that. That defensive end was all over him.
Add a couple extra yards there for Shuey.
Although I think if he was allowed to tackle, he might have been sacked there. But he could have got away from there. Who knows? But they're not allowed to get too physical with quarterbacks here today.
Rightfully so. You
Yeah.
don't see anyone get hurt.
Yeah, that's true. And by the way, we're at our backup quarterback because our starter, Tegan Tolbers, isn't even dressed for the day. He's here, street clothes, warming up, and be ready to go next Friday. Along with Carter Kahn, who's also not participating today. There's a fake handoff, and then he's going to go around the end, and Brecken scores. Well, it was like 3 plays, and they scored. That's pretty crisp.
Yeah, this Kennedy defense against Fairmont looked really strong. And now, they might be mixing in and out some players, but that was a really impressive little
3 plays, 40 yards, and that was nice, yeah, especially against a bigger school like that.
I like Brecken's eyes there when he took that because he saw that he had the corner and just tucked the ball and took it himself. A lot of quarterbacks think they have to pitch it there, and you don't. If you see that opening, just take it.
His size, he can take on those cornerbacks.
Yep.
And safeties, not a problem. Again, Shuey is wide to the left this time. I think it's Gonzalez at the top of the screen. Nope, that's Leighton Yost out there, number 13. With Charlie Irvine in the fullback, and looks like Frederico Rivera, the tailback, 76. Although we have a pause here as there's a discussion going on. So Paul Dunn not happy with whoever is in the yellow there.
One of the Kennedy coaches, I believe.
Is it their head coach? Maybe, yeah. They were barking at each other a little bit. Coaches are in midseason form. There's some contact for Brecken, and he gets by everybody and scores, but, of course, they can't really tackle him. Maybe that was what they were yelling at. Somebody put a lick on him or something, and Paul didn't like that. I still think they should have the quarterbacks in, like, a red jersey or something.
And I do notice Kennedy is not the same numbers. I don't see 84 out there that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And so they might be going with some second string or even some just different alternatives.
Everybody's really careful. They don't want to get any injuries for
Right.
sure leading into the season here. So you want to give everybody a chance to
But you still
get a run here.
You still got to execute. So far, in 4 plays, they've executed. So.
Yost wide to the left this time, and then they send Shuey wide to the right. And I backfield. Again, it's Irvine, the fullback, and here's the pitch to Rivera. He's got a nice break of a tackle there. They still didn't get him down.
Yeah, they're going to be very quick on the whistle today just to save injuries.
Frederico around the corner. There's some discussion going on there with Isaiah Sevchek. And a lot of teaching today.
Yes. Yes, and that's why you see so many coaches out on the field.
Yeah. Oh, I was keeping track of plays here. I think we're at 5.
Yes.
This will be play number 6, and it's a shotgun formation. And so Waggles rolls a little bit. He's got a wide open Shuey, and there's another score. Boy, they're looking good on offense. Our hurt player for Albert Lee, one of the linemen.
50, I believe.
Isaiah Diaz, a starter, a junior.
That was a great-looking play. The only thing is, and that's why you do these scrimmages, is why did we have 2 receivers in the same spot?
Yeah, they were right next to each other.
So that'll be something they'll look at and adjust. And
Diaz is hobbling there. Hopefully he's all right. He's a starter in the line.
I'm guessing one of them ran the wrong route there, but it worked out.
I would think we've seen the last of Isaiah here today. Well, he's not limping too bad, but you don't want to push it.
Right. He'll walk it off. And maybe
he's coming out there, and they'll start again from the 40, play number 7. Still in the eye. They're working the eye, 2 receivers, and the eye. Ooh, there's a stumble out of the gates there for Brecken, but he gets the pass off to Rivera, who is tackled right away.
Nice open field tackle there.
At 72 for Kennedy. He's a tall dude. Yeah. Outside cornerback. I think it's the 8th play here. Again in the eye with Rivera behind Irvine and Wackles up under center. And it looks like Yost and Shuey, for the most part, the receivers going deep again for Shuey. He fights off the cornerback and gets the catch.
Yeah, used his size there to his advantage and was able to.
A lot of hand play there, but
very underthrown ball, but that's the nice thing about having Shuey out there. He's got to be 6'3", 6'2", somewhere in there.
And the defensive back didn't even turn around.
Right.
So that gave him an advantage, but yeah, he fought off the hand checking and got the catch there. That's the important part. He goes wide right again with Yost to the left. And Rivera behind Charlie. Chuck the truck. We'll see if he give him to him up the middle. Tough yards for a touchdown. They haven't run it much on this scrimmage, and that was it. Yep. I think he'll be used in that tough yardage, short yardage situation like that because he's a tough hombre running up the middle.
And, going back to what you were saying earlier, too, it's nice getting Brecken some of these snaps because
he's getting all of them, yeah.
That adds to your arsenry this year, your weaponry, because now maybe you do throw Teagan out at tight end. And
new wrinkle, yeah.
Yep.
And he's got talent, too, so he can
maybe
use his skills.
Little tight end reverse, and you got a quarterback come around, get the hand off, and he can throw it downfield.
Yeah, that too. As a 51, I don't have a name for 51 for Albert Lee, but he ran out there. He'll be getting some time here soon. But they've scored several times here. I think we're up at play 9 here. A pitch out for Rivera. Federico around that right side's got some room, and they're looking really good on offense today.
Yeah, I really liked what Rivera did there. He slowed down a little bit, actually.
Waited for his blockers.
He had his 3 blockers there, and he waited for them to choose their blocks.
That's hard to do.
It is very hard to do.
Because you got these guys coming at you, and you're like, what do I do? You want to go and batter into them, but if you wait for your blockers, you're going to get more yardage. And we got Shuey out left, Yost wide right. I backfield. Up under center is Brecken Waggles, and he takes the snap handoff here for Rivera. Trying that left side, and he's got more yards. Well, he's a tough dude, man. He's
Now you would have seen there was a flag on that play, number 50 on Albert Lee, I believe. Maybe it was 51. Definitely would have got called for a holding there.
He was the new guy just in, probably taking over for the injured Diaz, who's standing. He looks fine, but
he got beat by the D lineman pretty bad. And let's just say he made a nice tackle.
He's just trying to save his guy.
He was, and he did.
Fairmont and Cannon Falls are going on it on the other side of this field, and we don't want to watch them, but just to let you know, they're doing battle too, but I think we're up to 10 or 11th play here. So 15 they get, so we're running down low on, and then we'll see really play defense. Oh, look who's coming back out, Isaiah Diaz. Big number 50 and number 52, Devin Distad with him. A couple of starters on the line. That's a nice little dump pass off to the flat to Noah Teeter, 21. He slipped a little bit there, I think.
That's something where I really saw a lot of growth last year out of Teagan, was that being able to roll out of the pocket and throw the ball on the run.
He had to be, because he couldn't. He wouldn't just drop back straight. There was too much pressure on him.
Chased, yeah.
So that's good. He's got that skill set that he can roll out and still find a guy and have him be accurate. I think Brecken's got it too.
Yep. Brecken just showed it a little bit there.
I think we're pretty set at quarterback. It's interesting. I haven't seen a third-string quarterback. That maybe we'll see that in the next one, but it's only been Brecken taking the snaps. So I thought maybe they'd have a third guy ready to go. But so far, all Wackles, and that's good, as he brings him up again here in the eye. Yost left. I think it's a new receiver out to the right. Get a number on that, but it's a rollout, and he's going to keep it. That looks like a really good play.
Yeah.
If Brecken's in at quarterback, he's just grown. I mean, for over the last couple of years, he and McGill, I made a joke to Sam. I said, you can't get any taller. I'm not going to be able to talk to you. I was interviewing him. The blood is rushing out of my arm because I got to raise my arm up. I'm 5'10". He's like 6'4". And so they'll bring it back to the 40. They got to be just a few more plays here for the offense.
I'd say 3 more. 2 or 3.
And they're not using up near the full hour that they max a lot for these, but I think they got to just account for all possibilities, and they just put an hour max limit on them. So we're way early on the 11 o'clock was supposed to be. Now it's almost halfway through the second one, and it's not even 10:30. There was a busted play there a little bit. As Esteban Mixteco, number 16, was upended.
See number 10, Eddie Enzer, out at the wide out getting some snaps here.
Eddie's dad is a teacher in town, and he and his wife have a flower shop down there, or a jewelry shop downtown now. The name escapes me, but I was interested to see that.
So we got a 17. Aiden Gonzalez, okay.
Yeah, receiver in a slot with the 2 receivers left. He's going to roll that way and fire, and another completion. I don't know, has he had an incompletion yet this scrimmage?
Speaking of Eddie Enzer, there he is.
Yeah.
Nice job to hold on to that one.
And that's it for, I think, our offensive plays. We'll go on defense now.
Comes big.
That 34, dude, he is huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
For Kennedy. We're going to do some discussion, and then they'll take over at the 40 and run their offense against our D. See if we've toughened up the middle here on the run D from that first scrimmage against Cannon Falls.
With the weapons this offense has and the way they look today, I mean, we might see some 40, 50-point games.
That'd be fun.
We have to get real good with the replays.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to learn. I was talking to Lance about that. You can label them. I don't know how to do it. Do you know how to label those replays so you know which ones are the scores? He says there's a way to do it.
Yeah, there is. I think you click on the highlight or the title, and I'll have to play with it a little bit.
A little jump for Kennedy on the guard there on the left side, number 73. So penalty on their first offensive play. See, their quarterback has a special vest on.
Yes.
And there's a handoff up the middle and about a 5-yard gain for the Eagles. I see Yost out there and Shuey and the defensive backs. Irvine's out there.
Oh, you see
Noah Teeter.
Steckhawk back in the middle linebacker position. He's got a C all over them. Teeter and McGill and all those tall guys, and he's not very tall. So
Yeah, Velasquez is getting right up in the middle. And that is a fumble. And we got it. Jumping on that one was Sam McGill.
These are the struggles of the early season here. You're seeing it from Kennedy, like we saw last year, and St. Peter from Albert Lee. And I haven't seen them from us today, so that's a good sign.
I know, yeah. We've had some very crisp play on offense. Not a lot of penalties and no turnovers. And not even really any incompletions.
Right.
And most of the runs gained yardage anyway. And that's all positive stuff. Well, here comes Sam. He's on a standing position.
Nice.
Left side, they bottle things up. About a yard gain on that run. I always think I'm going to keep track of the plays, and then I forget. I think that's 3.
They actually had him about a yard behind the line. The guy kept his legs going well.
Not so many coaches around the defense as they had on offense. Those are all Kennedy coaches. Most of them, anyway. Paul Dunn's back there with.
Northfield is up in Burnsville scrimmaging today.
There's a handoff and bottled up and dropped for a loss. Nice play by number 60. I don't have a name for that. But,
yeah, that was a great play. He got in that backfield and fighting with a guy twice his size.
And they got those concussion helmets, a couple of guys for Kennedy. I think it's a good thing, and there's some high schools are using those in games. That's totally fine with the MSHSL, and it should be. Especially if you have a history of concussions, you should be able to wear those.
I know a lot of schools are still trial and error, still trying them out and stuff before they fully commit. But
I don't,
in the future, I think we'll see a lot more of it.
I've never touched one. I don't know if they must not weigh much. I mean, you wouldn't think they'd be like even a pound, or it's probably just ounces, because you don't want to affect your head in that way either. But just an extra level of padding there, soft padding. As they have the single back, and another stumble by the quarterback coming out of there. They're disjointed on offense. We are all over them. That's a much better. That's the improvement they made in the up the middle run game.
Yep, the middle defense is where I saw some weakness the first scrimmage against Cannon Falls, and they definitely shorted up here.
And they're substituting a little bit more too on defense. So there are a lot of other guys, a lot of other Tigers are getting in there. Number 17, I don't have. Oh, I do. Aiden Gonzalez with a little pink coming out of the jersey at the bottom there. He's in there. There's a wide open screen play. And speaking of Gonzalez, nice tackle over there, but not until he gained about 15 yards. Open field tackling, that's a big thing, especially at the high school level. You're going to see a lot of that where you got to make the play or they're going to score.
Miss Tega coming out here. Gonzalez.
I lost track of the plays again, but I think they're at about 6 or 7. As Peyton Earl looks like he might be done. He's coming over to, oh no, he's just trying to get a drink. He and Gonzalez there getting some Gatorade or water.
I know he had some really good plays last year, linebacker.
Oh, Peyton, yeah, he was a stud for sure. Coming in is 52 Devin Distad, just ran out there. Plug up the middle here with William. All right, ready to go. Coaches have all done their bit here, and this is around the 5th or 6th play for Bloomington Kennedy. It's a handoff up the middle. That was snuffed out right away.
I tell you, Velasquez did a really good job on that play. He got double teamed, and he was able to stand both of the guys up. And
he's a fire hydrant. He's just
not
tough.
an easy one to move, I can tell you.
Stout for sure. And him over there with McGill, that's just a rough neighborhood right there. You don't want to be patrolling that way. And Aiden Bremer in there, number 58. Look how big he is.
Yeah.
Of course, he's standing next to Velasquez, so that might make him seem taller. But Teeter on this near side end. Oh, he gets down in a stance. I know McGill stands quite a bit. 2-point stance.
Personal ball. There he is.
There you
Maui.
go. Broke through, man. He's really having a great second scrimmage here, Velasquez.
I think he's going to have a great season this year. I've seen a lot from him last year, and he only plays defense. He doesn't play both ways, so he's well rested.
And it's good to see that they made the adjustment, and it's really working.
Yes, absolutely.
These guys are all a pretty good group of friends, too. You can tell they get along with each other and have fun. But they're all business on the field for sure, as they got a receiver out to the right and then a couple of H-backs for blocking purposes. Send one in motion. Blocked pass. Nice job there by Noah Teeter. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, I can't emphasize it enough. Having him on one end and Sam McGill on the other end, that's quite the pair. I bet you that's probably one of the better end combinations you'll see around football, high school football this year.
Isaiah Sevchek coming in for William. Velasquez getting a little break. He'll get some water. No, he won't. He's going to talk to the boys. There's a fumble, and the quarterback jumps on it. Well, they were a lot crisper in their first
they were.
go around, and we've caused some problems for them, our defense. I think they're a little jumpy.
Right.
I see Leighton Yost there, cornerback, number 13. They have not completed anything down the field. Well, they had a 15-yard gainer on that screen pass.
Right.
Their running game has been almost non-existent.
Right, especially up the middle. We've really sealed the middle.
There's a up the middle 3 or 4 yard run, but you can do that all you want. Number 50, Isaiah Diaz. Good to see him back out there. He had tweaked an ankle or whatever earlier, and looks like he's just fine. Also, number 15. I haven't called that number very often, and I don't have a name to go with that number. I was sitting with the assistant coach or two earlier, and they were calling out names and numbers, so I knew some of them, but that wasn't one of them. So, sorry, parents, grandparents of number 15, but we don't know who it is. We'll be ready to go by next Friday. Another run around the right side, doesn't go for much. But that's a big number 72. I bet he plays basketball too. Look at him, he's just tall. So's 85.
Zenchek getting some reps here on defensive line. It's good to see.
Yeah, that was one that they made sure to tell me Isaiah Sevchek, the junior, was going to get some time out there. Oop, whistles, and what do we have, procedure or offsides? They're not marking off penalty yardage, but they're just telling the players what they did wrong if they see some infraction. And then they'll reset the ball and go. No score being kept, no stats, no time clock, no nothing, just no special teams, just 15 plays for each team.
So what he's telling them here is that left side of the line is lining up too far forward, just moving them back a little bit.
It's great, man. Having the refs here to add to the teaching. I hope they do this every year. They should.
Nice. Can't see who's got him by the leg.
McGill.
There. Was it McGill? Okay.
And he wasn't letting go. McGill's pumped up for this. He's pumped up for everything.
Right.
No, I talked to him midway through the VFW or Legion season. He's like, we're going to start 5-0. I was like, he's already talking about football.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. He came off there, number 42. And was going to get a refreshment there. And they will run pass play into the end zone. Almost picked by Yost. He had his hands on it. Overthrew the receiver a little bit. They're just not in sync, this Kennedy offense.
Good defense there. They tried to use that number 70's height to get out there in the open, and we had a defender over the top and underneath. So,
well, we have comported ourselves very well against this bigger school, and that's got to make Paul Dunn and the staff feel good. But there's some things that you can learn from it for sure.
Absolutely.
But I mean, we haven't been perfect, but I'm just impressed that we're holding our own with these guys. Not that I thought they'd run us off the field or anything, but they are a bigger school, and it looks like they're having a few problems with our defense. There's a nice run for the quarterback around the side. They got to be approaching 10 plays, so it's just a handful left here.
that's something there they'll tell. That left end must have got drawn inside and didn't keep outside composure. But
Sevchek comes off, and number 79, who I don't have a name for, went in for Albert Lee. On the line, as they work some 5-yard line plays here. Last handful of plays, and then they'll break, and the next one up will be Dover Iota. That'll be our final scrimmage, and then we'll wrap things up here from the Gus. So it'll probably be another hour or so. We'll see.
another fumble there by the quarterback. Yeah, Kennedy's just that first.
No, they were so good against Fairmont.
Yeah,
and
I don't know if maybe it's a different quarterback and he's just not.
Maybe that's it. Or maybe they got some backup alignment in there or something, but they are disjointed for sure. Maybe it's just our defense is causing them all the problems.
Well, we like to think that.
Yeah. I don't know how they can get in that 4-point stance and just come firing out of there. I can never do that.
Fumbled snap.
They look like they're vertical to the ground or horizontal to the ground. And yet they fire out of there and have such good momentum.
A lot of bear crawls.
Yeah. They have a lot of one receiver sets here. They must be a running team, but they're not getting a lot accomplished on their running game here today. A lot of fumbles and short yardage gains. And I have not watched the Vikings preseason games. I'm fired up for the season. I really do. I think J.J. McCarthy's got enough talent around him. If he has even a medium-type year, we could do something. They're done now, so they've done their 15 plays. But we haven't talked Vikings yet. Is that your favorite team, or are you a
no, Vikings?
Yeah, Vikings all the way. I just think we have the defense, again, is going to be the star. You got Jefferson, of course, and a pretty good offensive skill players, but I think our defense is really going to hold us in a lot of games.
They're talking about bringing Thielen back.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's 35, and he hasn't been in a Pro Bowl in 8 years. So he's good, though. He's a possession receiver, and we are a little thin there with suspension for what's-his-face and then the hand injury to the number 3 guy. So he wouldn't hurt, but I don't think he's going to set the world on fire. He's just a steady hands receiver.
Yeah. And he would just fill that gap until Addison gets off suspension.
And I'd love to see him retire as a Viking.
Right.
Guys from Detroit Lakes, played for the Mankato down there at Blakesley. So it looks like, is that Dover Iota? I think they are maroon and gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dover Ryota Eagles. They're going to go out and take on New Ulm next. Yeah, Paige, if you want to shift over. Well, I guess we're still running some plays here, aren't we? Okay. Keep it on over here. I thought they were done. They shook hands.
Huh.
Doing some goal line situations here.
And sometimes in a scrimmage that'll happen. The coaches may say, hey, can I run a couple extra goal line plays?
Yeah. So we'll keep it on ours for a while here, and then we can watch Fairmont and Cannon Falls are wrapping up theirs. Scrimmage on the other side of the field. Yeah, the Albert Lee players are almost off the field. I think they just did what you said. They called them back and said, hey, can we run some goal line stuff? And open field missed tackle there by Gonzalez. For the most part, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it's just scrimmage, so you can't take too much into it, but kind of like the Vikings preseason schedule. I don't put a lot of – I think they do more with those scrimmages that they have with the Patriots and with the Titans. I think they learn more about their team there, and that's where the positions are filled and the position battles are decided more so than these games that they play.
Right.
Because you got different combinations. Sometimes you're taking on the third string. I'll say Rosemary looks good, but again, that might come down to he's playing against second and third string defensive guys. But he does look sharp as a quarterback, and it's tough because you don't want to have J.J. McCarthy be your starter. He's never played an NFL regular season game. And Brosmer as his backup, who's never played a regular season game. But who's the guy who got from Seattle? The quarterback, Sam. I can't remember his last name. I should have watched the games. But he hasn't looked all that sharp. I thought we got him from Seattle. Not the guy we had last year, but our suspected backup. At least he's got some game experience. But I think you have to have a veteran backup, especially on the sidelines, to kind of say, JJ, here's what you can expect. Here's what they're doing to you. You know.
Yep.
And now they're done for sure, as they've wrapped up the second of 3 scrimmages here.
That last play, Kennedy tried a little trick play. They tried to set direct snap to the quarterback. They tried to snap it directly to the running back, but it didn't work. They bobbled it.
I was impressed against Kennedy there. We did real well.
Offensively and defensively.
And Dover Ryota in the maroon uniforms here will be our next opponent, but they got to play New Ulm here first. And then they'll take a break, and then we'll have that third and final scrimmage coming up. It's scheduled for 12:15, but they're about an hour ahead of schedule right now, which is good. And thanks again to our great sponsors, Alpha Orthodontics. You've been hearing about them all day. By the way, if you want to check them out online, we have links to all of these businesses that are sponsoring our sports here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Just click on the banner ads, and it'll take you right to their either their website or social media. Mr. Sandless, Alpha Orthodontics, Service Master by Ayat, Gutters by GT Window and Door, Advanced Family Dental, and Hy-Vee. We thank them very much. And if you want to add your name to that list, we can talk about that, 507-402-1600, or inquire right on the website there. There's a contact area where you can ask a question and send it in, and Lance or Renee or I will get back to you, and we'll talk about the possibilities. You get in 10 different sports, 160 games at least, and also your logo is on the screen, as you see in the upper left corner. And then those are also run during the concerts and the graduation and all the events that we do for the high school. Senior award night, there's homecoming coronation we do, as well as prom grand march. There's a handful, about 15 events that we do throughout the year as well, live streaming. And then everything we live stream is archived on the website, and your ads and your logo will be on those too. So you get to, we had a lot of people that look back at stuff. Families will say, hey, by the way, Johnny's orchestra concert is on this website at they say that to Grandma down in Arizona, and she can watch it,
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool deal to have it all archived there. And it's all free for the watching. But to keep it free, we need advertisers, and we do thank these that have stepped up and helped us out. Well, we could always use more, so inquire, and we'll talk about it. But right now, looks like they're not wasting any time. New Ulm and Dover Riota are going for it in the next grouping.
Take a quick break here.
Yeah, we can take a break, and then we'll come back and watch a little bit of that, and maybe we can replay some of the player interviews I ran earlier until we get going here for Albert Lee against the maroon and gold out there on the field right now a little bit later on here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT of Albert Lee sells only the highest quality products because we know how important it is to protect your home and your investment. You'll receive expert advice from our experienced team members on everything from styles to energy efficiency ratings. Call 507-320-0575 and get our team working on your next project. Online at gtwindowanddoor.com. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin. Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeeLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeeLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
Back here at Jim Gustafson Field as New Ulm and Dover Riota scrimmage, and they're out of our view. Paisley's down getting some snacks at the at the concession stand, so we're not looking at anything right now, but it's between scrimmages for Albert Lee anyway. They're going to be taking on this Dover Riota squad, and the maroon and gold will, when Paisley gets back, we'll watch their scrimmage with New Ulm. And very impressed with how Albert Lee has looked against both Cannon Falls and especially with Bloomington Kennedy. The scrimmage we just watched, both offensively and defensively. We've been looking sharp today here on our home field, and I think they're looking like they're ready to go for next Friday against Tri-City United here at the Gus when things get going for real. And we didn't even have Tegan Tolbers and Carter Kahn, the double C and the double T, were not even in uniform here today. They were here but not practicing for one reason or another. And just one more scrimmage to go, and it's Dover Riota here for Albert Lee. Scheduled for 12:15, but it looks like they're ahead of schedule by about an hour. So it might be coming up here in the next half hour or so that they'll start that one. But just talking... Now they're starting at the 40, so they're back in our screen, even though Paisley's still getting a little snack at the snack bar. As New Ulm continues their 15 offensive plays, then they'll turn around and Dover Riota will go 15, and then they'll take a little break, and then we'll play them. So I think we're going to get out of here an hour earlier than we thought there, Chad. It's nice they're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, nice, gorgeous day.
Everybody can get out and enjoy it. I know Paisley's going to make a trip up to the State Fair with her mom and her sister and enjoy that. What a fun. I mean, if you're going to be at the State Fair, this is the day to do it.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be only in the 60s like for the rest of the weekend, too. So I'm skipping the State Fair this year. I've been there so many times. And you know what? I see the pictures of 1 million people walking down the street, and I don't even want to do it. Parking and
I think I spent almost $300 on Owatonna.
The cost, yeah.
2 times. Took my daughters one day, and then I went with Amy the other day, and it's expensive.
I was at the Freeborn County Fair several times with my daughter was showing ducks and chickens, and she got a whole bunch of ribbons, and then went over to the Mower County Fair as well. Good setup over there. It's just such great food. But enough's enough. After a while, you get faired out. As New Ulm flings it down the field, and it's picked off by Dover Riota. Brings it back almost to the 40. Nice play. Yeah, they got some quality teams here today. Dover Riota is a smaller school, but like you said, they play a tough schedule, and they always seem to have a good record. And Cannon Falls as well. They've been a little bit down the last couple of years. You said 2 years ago they were a state tournament. So
semifinals.
And Byron's here, but we haven't even seen them. We've seen Fairmont. We've seen Dover Riota now, but I don't think I've seen Byron. They've been.
I think was it?
Maybe it's just their JV.
Yeah, I know originally there was supposed to be an Iowa team as well. But
Byron's just got the JV and the C squad teams here. Alden Conger is doing varsity JV together, but they're a 9-man school, and then the rest of them have varsity, which is New Ulm, Fairmont, Dover Riota, Bloomington Kennedy, Cannon Falls, and Albert Lee. Yeah, the Iowa school dropped out. Was it Mason City, I think?
I believe so, yes.
As they continue, Bloomington Kennedy gathering over there. Maybe that is Byron. No. That's Fairmont over there. The red jerseys.
I know Byron would be the black and gold.
They're not even going to be here with the JV. They're going to be on the practice fields anyway, so we won't see them. I did see their bus earlier, but I didn't see any of the players. As New Ulm continues on offense here, and we're going to have, again, later this year, we'll have a big mix of sports. You know, normally you get the 4 major sports. But we expanded out. We had fun doing golf last year at both of our courses here in Albert Lee. I also got to do some golf in Northfield. And that's fun, man. We set up on the first tee, normally, if you can get a good shot. And then like the 9th green, which is usually by the clubhouse, and the 18th green, which is usually by the clubhouse. So you set up at those locations, and you just stay there, and everybody cycles through, and you get to see all the golfers, and it is kind of fun. And we had a good golf team, went to state and everything for Albert Lee, so led by, among the others, Noah Teeter, who actually, I think he finished 3rd at state individually. Just a couple shots off of the top guy.
Yeah, and just looking back on last year's schedule, this New Ulm team we lost to 27-7. I think that was the one that was close going into the second half, and then the second half we kind of got away from us. Fairmont we lost 47-7. That'll be a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Tri-City United, beat Worthington.
Almost beat St. Peter.
Belle Plaine lost 21-14.
Yeah, that was a close one, yep.
And And Waseca's, that's always going to be a tough one. But you never know any given day.
What was the score? Did we play them last year?
Yeah, 45-3.
Okay.
So we played them at Waseca last year. And then obviously this first round of playoffs was Laverne. And
yeah, that didn't end up too well either. But it's a whole new season, a whole new story here with 15 seniors. That's the most we've had in a while, I think, on the football field.
Yeah, and seeing them play today, there, like I said, you're not seeing the mental mistakes, the fumbles, the miscommunication. We're not having running backs running into each other in the backfield, and
I think the things that Paul Dunn wanted to see, the timing,
yep,
and the blocking schemes and things, he's seeing what he wanted to see, and he's got to be impressed.
Well, it's great to see how quickly from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage they were able to make adjustments to stop that run between the tackles.
Right.
Because that's something you got to do as a good team is going to make adjustments throughout the game and stop whatever it is that the other teams. Because if I'm a team and I see that they're struggling in an area, I'm going to keep doing it until they figure it out and stop it. So
exactly. Yeah. So New Ulm running out of plays here. They got to be close to their 15 allotted, and then they'll switch and go Dover Yoda on offense for 15, and then a little break, and then Albert Lee and DE will take each other on in our final matchup here of Scrimmage Saturday. It's good to see high school football back. I know college is Mankato. The Mavericks start their season next Saturday. They've had quite a run.
Yes.
I was in Mankato radio there when they won the championship basketball, and both girls are women and men. But through several sports, they've got it going on. They've always had a pretty stout football team. Even back to the Adam Thielen days, they weren't, going to the national championships or anything, but he was a good receiver back then. And it was, who was it? Harrison Phillips. I was sad to see him go. The defensive tackle that they traded.
Correct.
But it was necessary. I mean, he's probably coming to the end of a contract, and they don't. We're over the cap, the salary cap for next year. We're good this year, but when you look ahead to next year, we've got to dump some salaries.
Right.
And so that's going to happen. And there's going to be some popular players that go. But in order to pay the Van Ginkels and the other guys, sometimes you got to thin the herd a little bit.
Yeah, I was just looking at this Dover Iota schedule. Wow. They got Chatfield, Rochester Lords, Caledonia, Randolph, Triton.
Wow.
Rushford, Peterson. Wow.
That's a tough one. Yeah. And they've got their own camera girl who stands right behind them. She's very active. Rolling out. Nice. Well, he's wide open.
Good blocking downfield.
He is a tough hombre. Look at him go. He's still not down. Wow, that's impressive. And by the way, you see the track around here too. This is one of the best tracks for track and field in the immediate area for sure too. And really fun to broadcast from. We had actually, I know Lance did most of the track and field events. We only did 3 of them, but we had students do one exclusively, 1 or 2.
Sure.
Including Jonathan Streckert, who was the producer on those, and they did a great job. And I think they should. We'd like to do more of that, where I step aside. Because I don't know anything about track and field.
Right.
I didn't do it, but get some kids who. There's a touchdown. Get some kids in there who know the players and know the sports and the activities, and let them have a crack at it. And that was good. So I think we'll try and bring those guys back. I think one was in Irvine. Was that Charlie brother? Because Charlie was on the team. But Jonathan Streckert will be along with us on Tuesday. I know he signed up for Tuesday's girls' soccer game, and then he'll be the producer on the Friday football opener because Chad will be, he's got previous commitment. And so we're in good hands there. Jonathan's a good producer. He was with us all last year and did a lot of games. You know, these kids, they know the computers.
Yes, they do.
You do, too. You're a good teacher at it, too. You show, and Paisley wants to start doing some of that, too, so you may have to learn her a little bit. I think you put Farron through some paces last year, too.
Yep, hockey.
She loves the producing now. I didn't think she would, but because she's like, I just want to do the easiest job. And that's camera work, really.
It's easy when it's all going well, but there's been a lot of times where things aren't going well.
It falls apart like, well, we had a little bit of that on Thursday where we lost our internet for some reason, and that's only happened twice in maybe 3 times in the whole first year. Stuff happens. Got to be ready to roll with the punches. There's a guy kicking field goals. He's a huge dude. He's wearing number 72 over here. For Bloomington Kennedy. Whoops, they muffed the snap there.
I know my 13-year-old does a lot of camera work for Northfield Live, and then her older brother is actually up at just went back to St. Cloud for
Joey
broadcasting. Yeah,
I've worked with him. Works with Lance's boys, too.
Yeah, he does some of the St. Cloud sports up there.
It's good. In Albert Lee, they have Tiger Vision class that see, I'm bad with names. Zoller Barker is the teacher. She's really good. And they do video updates every day, and at like 10, I think, they run highlights back from our games that we do, and they do a daily update of news and sports that all the kids get to see. Ooh, picked off there by New Ulm. Nice defensive play. And now they've started a new sports broadcasting class that gives you college credit.
Oh, wow.
Here at Albert Lee. So they got the two, and they work in concert with each other, so that's really cool. And we use a lot of those kids here to do. That's where Jonathan Strecker came to us, and Mint, who produced yesterday. And my girls aren't in that class, but they are willing to help out. Well, okay, I made them, but
I made Shaylee last year. So.
They enjoy it, and they get paid, so, it's not all bad. It's not like we're breaking any child labor laws or anything, but Albert Lee boys coming out here again some in their uniforms, some carrying the shells as they make their way out. Dover Yoda is their next opponent. These guys in the maroon and gold are running on offense right now. Ooh, around the head tackle. That's a little high.
Yeah, it is. What is their mascot? Is that the Gophers?
They're the Eagles.
Oh, okay, you're right. Who am I thinking of? That's the Gophers. There's a high school team.
I'm not sure. You'd think they would be, though. They were in a maroon. They look like the Gophers. It's Eagles against Eagles. New Orleans Eagles, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. We got a bunch of Eagles. Bloomington Kennedy's Eagles. Bunch of Eagles here today. But that'll be coming up shortly after this scrimmage. We can kind of look in here. We'll maybe replay some of my interviews I did. There were some cool interviews with Sam McGill and Tegan Tolbers and Carter Kahn and one other guy, Paul Dunn, too. Head coach interview. All of them really looking forward to this season getting going. And like I said, I think it's all going to come down to what it always does, health. If you don't lose any major players to injury, you have a much better chance at making a statement in your football program. I'll put it this way. I think there's a 85% chance we'll have the best team we've had in 35 years.
I can agree with that 100%.
And it helped that we got rid of the Rochesters and Mankato's off our schedule.
Yes.
And I wish we could do that with other. I'm not anti Big Nine, but I don't think we belong in the Big Nine.
And I think it's slowly progressing towards that too.
Yeah.
I think there's been, even this past year, every 2 years they do the realignment, and I think there's been change every year. There's 2 years. There's more and more changes where I think eventually the Big Nine is going to.
And coaches are going to tell you. Like, I talked to the soccer coaches, Matt Humphrey and Amy Wachholz, and they say the right things. That, we play the Big Nine guys, and it's not that important to us because we know they're better than us. They're always beating us, sitting 7-0 and 6-0. But it makes us tougher when we play the teams in our section. And I say, yeah, but what do you learn from a 7-0 beatdown?
Right.
Nothing. That's not fair. And it's just wasted time, really. Nice run there around the right side, and Dover Iota looks pretty sharp. They're our next opponent here in an hour or so. But, I guess it does probably, I don't know, maybe they do learn something and use that in their section matchups. But I'd just like to see us play every game against a team we have a chance against.
Right.
And in some of the sports, that's not happening. But you can only do so much, so you got to play the schedule they give you.
Yeah, I noticed even for, going to Northfield now with football, they're playing a lot of different schools. And over the years, it's definitely changed a lot, and it's changing constantly. The Mankato's and Rochesters keep growing, and just got to update the Albert League girls rugby teams playing today, and they are not faring very well in their first matchup.
Oh, really? That's over at
Frank Hall.
Yeah, Frank Hall Park. And that's a long pass. The referee had the best chance of catching that one. Do they got concessions and everything over there for the rugby?
They have a food truck, I believe, Nels Diner or someone food truck, and then they brought in.
They've had a classy. I think Eric Smowens and whoever else is running that show over there. They do a great job. They've had very good teams, both girls and boys, over the years. Both went to the state championship last year. We actually had them on our Albert Lee Live here. They both lost, but just getting to a state championship is huge. And the boys, and they've each won state championship in the past.
A lot of these boys here we're seeing now on the football field participated in the rugby.
Yeah, they're very impressive. I like what they're doing there, but it's not school sanctions, and we may do them again in the fall. We'll just have, or spring. We'll have to see how that all works out. Our first priority is high school sports from the school's point of view. They brought us in, but we were able to do a bunch of rugby matches last year, and it was fun. I had not experienced rugby other than sometimes you catch it on ESPN.
Right.
But
I've been watching now for 3 years. I still don't understand it. Still don't know the rules.
Yeah, what's the difference between a ruck and a scrum? I don't know. Not much.
Right.
Just the spelling. Fake around the end, and the quarterback gets spun around. As Albert Lee's full unit now comes out in the white unis.
Let's have their JV up here
And
now.
they're going to warm up because, Bloomington Kennedy's warming up, and they're going to warm up too.
There goes Tegan and Carter Kahn.
Double T and double C.
They were definitely a weapon last year. Carter's got that speed and agility to go out and get the ball.
Another handoff. Boy, they're working on the running game here, Dover Iota. Might be all they do. Some of those southeastern schools, it's such a tough schedule.
Yeah.
You got to be tough and rugged and run the ball. Play good defense and run, you got a good chance.
A lot of smash mouth football. One thing I didn't see a lot of today so far was the fullback dive. We saw a couple on the goal line and stuff.
Yeah, Irvine scored one.
There were times that last year that I thought maybe we overused it a little bit, so maybe we'll cut back a little bit. Or if we can expand our outside running game, that'll open that up too. So
Short gainer around the side there. Yeah, I mean, Dover Yoda comes out of that. Like you said, Caledonia always seems to have a good program. Randolph is always good in sports.
Right.
A lot of those teams down there, Chatfield, Triton, yeah.
Triton's had a lot of down years, but the last few years they got what's that Peterson kid now that's going Division I. I can't think of his name, but
yeah, it's
we saw him in basketball last year. I remember we were kind of awestruck. We're like, wow.
Yeah. Something they do in Northfield that they don't do here, and we've done. I've done some play-by-play. I don't know if it's play-by-play, but it's weightlifting.
Oh yeah.
It's big up in the Northfield area,
Yep.
Cannon Falls and that, but it hasn't caught on here, but it should because it is fun. Both boys and girls, and they're impressive. There's a dude. I can't remember what school he's from. He's the state champion. He is unbelievable. He's not even a huge guy. He's just muscular, and he can lift a lot. And that's an interesting sport.
Yeah, I remember when Joey signed up at first. I was like, really? I was shocked, but he stuck it out through high school, and he really enjoyed it.
It's a big deal for some schools.
And the nice thing about that is it's kind of like swimming. Yeah, you want to compete, but at the same time, you can compete against yourself.
Yeah. It is more of an individual thing to improve yourself. And I was impressed with it. I did a couple of those, and kind of hoping that it catches on down here eventually. But we're here to stay, so if it does, we'll cover that too. 10 different sports: golf, track and field, your football, your baseball, your softball, and basketball and hockey. And we did a robotics tournament here. We'll do another one if Albert Lee hosts one. That was very interesting. Learned a lot. That's basically a sport too. It's just machines,
right?
Doing the battle. But Albert Lee's got a world-class robotics deal. They go to worlds all the time. What else? Did some girls swimming last year. Like I said, this year their schedule has girls swimming on the same night that there's volleyball and soccer, and so I don't know if we're going to be able to do the girls swimming events. But we'll try, do our best, maybe get to one or two of those.
Yeah, I think that first home, I think it's September 7th or 9th, I think it is. We start volleyball, soccer, same night. We will cover both.
But, 10 sports, and then, of course, the events. We'll have all three of the orchestra, band, and choir concerts. Paisley's in choir, and Farron is in orchestra. Yeah, she plays the violin. So my daughter's very involved. And the cool thing is I get to run the camera up top at the auditorium, and I don't have to sit with the in-laws. Just joking. Maybe. The ex-in-laws, yeah. Well, that was a quick workout for Albert Lee. They're heading to the bench area.
Yeah, they can't go anywhere until Dover finishes, and then I'm sure Dover will want a little breather.
Yeah, they're going to take a break, I'm sure, and get hydrated and rest a bit, and then they'll have that third scrimmage against those Eagles. Velasquez. He's got the shirt up there with the... He's put together. He's a machine. As you look at some of the guys down there, and we finish up our Eagle scrimmage, New Ulm against Dover Riota. Should we take a break and then we can come back and play some of these interviews over again if we have to, just to pass the time here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertlealive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
All right, here we are. Albert Lea head football coach Paul Dunn joining me here, and albertlealive.com. You have a Minnesota State football championship and a state softball championship from your time in Springfield. So you have a pedigree. Expectations are high here. I'm not talking about state tournament really just yet, but this group of Tiger seniors and the guys who have moved up from varsity from last year's JV squad are a pretty talented group.
Yeah, we're real excited, and there's a lot of football to be played between now and November. But our goal is to play deep into November, and in order to do that, you got to win a bunch of games, and I think we have a good mix of leadership. Our size is better, our athleticism is better. We have very, very good skill players, and I'm real excited for the opportunity.
I talked to several of the players when they were playing baseball this summer, and their expectations are good. I mean, it's great to have confidence, and you can tell that when you're practicing this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really have come a long way this week.
Yeah.
And that shows their focus, their determination, that they've done work in the off season, that this is important to them. So I think that speaks volumes, and I think that they should be excited, and the community should be excited because we are excited, and it's a great opportunity.
That would have been some of the best position battles this summer.
Oh man, we've had a number of them up front on the offensive line. We've had real close position battles at linebacker, at cornerback. So
good to have that competition.
Yeah, so it's been real fun. Defensive end is another position that we've got two returning players that are really good, and trying to find somebody who's going to fill in behind them and give them a blow on the field. Has been really exciting and fun to see.
And the key is the numbers of players, and I know you've struggled with numbers in the past here, but how are they looking this year?
Well, we're at 65, 9 to 12. We're about 107, 110 district-wide. I was hoping to be closer to 80 than to 60, but it is what it is, and we'll still have some more kids that will be coming out this week, and we'll welcome them with open arms and try to make this thing into a machine.
Plus is you don't have to play a full Big Nine schedule anymore. You're not playing the Rochester and the Mankato schools who got, they have a whole offense and a whole defense, and they don't have to play both ways.
Right. Well, we're playing at a level where we can compete, and the other teams have two-way players just like we do, sure. and I think there's really good football in the South Central District. Fairmont and Waseca and St. Peter, New Ulm, and the whole works is that they're good football teams, and we feel we're in a good position to make every game competitive and come out on top on a lot of them.
Everybody staying healthy so far?
Yeah, we're you have your week one dings and soreness and all of that, but we're pretty much fine.
What are you hoping to see at the scrimmage here? They get an hour with each of three teams. I think Cannon Falls at 8:30, Bloomington Kennedy at 11, Dover Riota at 12:15. You get 15 plays on offense, 15 on defense against each of them. What are you looking for?
Well, we're looking at timing, footwork, execution. It's more about the little things than it is about scores and turnovers. And because it's a practice, and the exciting thing is that our JV kids will get the same kind of looks. Right. Our freshman kids will get the same kind of looks. So we're excited. We got 8 teams coming in, including
Fairmont,
New Ulm, who are not playing. We got Alden Conger coming in, Byron coming in, so it'll be a lot of fun.
But you'll get a chance to see those teams that are on your schedule and maybe even get a little film on them.
Well, there is. You're at that stage, at least for me. 37 years in, I'm more worried about us than I'm worried about everybody else.
Yeah, that's probably true. Your schedule is starts at home against Tri-City United a week from today, a week from Friday, and then 3 in a row on the road, Austin, New Ulm, and Worthington, then 3 in a row at home, which is nice, but it's tough, Fairmont, St. Peter, Waseca, and then you finish at Belle Plaine. If you stay healthy, though, I see some W's on that schedule.
I do too, and like I said, we're excited. We think we can stack some wins, and if things work out like we want them to do, how fun would homecoming be coming in with 4 or 5 wins, and facing off with St. Peter, who beat us on an untimed down last year.
Should have been 3 wins for
sure. But so it is what it is. But that's why we play them. But the point is that we just got to keep getting better on a daily basis, and as long as that happens, we'll be just fine.
Day by day, and stack those W's, like you said. Hey, man, good luck.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your support, and Albert Lee Live is awesome.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, player profiles here, and with the scrimmage going on here, who are you and what positions are you playing?
Sam McGill, I play defensive end and right tackle.
Sam, Big Sam, I've talked to you before, but now how excited are you for, I talked to you in baseball, you were excited for football then.
Yeah, hey, same energy still. I mean, it's fun to get out here and play again, but this is what we got our eyes on to get some W's this year.
What are your expectations for this football season? Just keep getting better, like Coach says, day by day?
Yeah, I mean, take one game at a time, but we got a lot of W's on our schedule here, and we're excited for that.
It gets tough, though, because after the home opener, you have 3 on the road, and they are winnable games, but they're road games, and those are always tough.
No, I think we play just as well away. It's not going to affect us, just how we go in as a mindset
and you
going
guys,
into the game.
We're going to take a break because it looks like they're just going to go for it here, Dover Riota and Albert Lee in the final scrimmage here. So we'll interrupt the Sam McGill interview. We played it earlier anyway, but we're ready to rock here as Albert Lee on offense to start with against these Eagles. And it's going to be Wachholz at quarterback again. And there's a running play that goes for short yardage.
That was the first time I've seen their Wacos kind of missed. I don't know if Irvine hit the wrong hole or they were kind of stretched out back there.
The police are here for you. Yeah, they're in the main press box just talking about security issues, I'm sure, as Wacholz brings them up to the line. You got Aiden Gonzalez wide to no, that's not him. That's
Rivera. Nice little run by
Rivera on a run. I was trying to get the receivers there. Yost was out left and Shuey out right. Those have been the main receivers. Although Aiden Boss, Noah Teeter is, of course, a tight end, more position. And Caden Foreman's caught some passes today. But, yeah, Federico Rivera, number 76, getting most of the carries at tailback. Mixteco's in there. Gonzalez gets some carries. Irvine, of course, the fullback. But Brecken Wacholz has taken every snap at quarterback because Tegan Tolbers and Carter Kahn are sitting this one out today, and they'll be ready to go next Friday in the home and season opener against Tri-City United. There's a fake handoff to Charlie, and he's going to try and get out here to Yost, and just off the shoulder pad. And we have New Ulm taking on Bloomington Kennedy on the other side of the field. Another animated coaches over there.
Another perfectly placed ball by Brecken.
Yeah, he does look sharp. It's good to have for a backup. I mean, I think he's going to play quarterback a little more than he did last year. He got in on a lot of plays last year, but spelling Tegan a little bit. And I think Tegan is the definite number one quarterback. But like you said, Brecken's going to take over eventually, and it's good to see him get to work like this. And he looks impressive. There's a handoff to the tailback, and nice yards right up the middle. A little bit of a counter play. They faked the handoff to Irvine and then gave it to the tailback. What was that Mixteco?
Nope, that was Rivera.
Oh. Yeah, I saw a 6 on the back. Some of those the red numbers are hard to see. They're a little worn on some of those uniforms, but Frederico's looking good.
Yeah, he came back to the huddle and gave his offensive lineman some taps on the head.
Focusing a little more on the run here in this scrimmage. They threw the ball real well against Kennedy. Now he's back to pass again. Over the middle, nice grab, jumping catch there by Easton Shuey.
It's a very tough catch to make because you've got it in the back of your mind. Am I going to get hit in the back as I go up for this? But great job by Easton.
Or even cut at the legs and do a flip, backwards flip. I had that happen a few times to me. $15 plays each on offense and defense, and then we'll put a wrap on this one today. But we've seen some good offense and defense out of our Tigers up and down the line. Boy, it's been quite impressive. As Shuey, the only receiver here, and he's going to go in motion. He gets the pitch, and they string it all the way out. They did a good job defensively there. They might have seen that coming. Just from the formation, and probably saw it earlier. But as you said, you look at the little things like that pitch was perfect.
Right.
Placed perfect so that he didn't have to reach for it or speed up or slow down or go behind him. It was right there. Brecken's really got the timing and everything down. Up under center in the eye in the backfield. And again, it's Shuey in motion, but this time it's a handoff to Charlie. Chuck the truck is just moving the pile. He's good at that.
He's a beast. If you'd have asked me what winter sport he plays, I never would have guessed basketball. I would have thought he was a wrestler.
I know, yeah, oh yeah. I bet he'd be good at that too. Probably good at hockey too. Although skating is a whole thing in its own. And it's not like figure skating. It's you're on the side of your blades and you're running more sometimes. As they try again with Charlie up the middle. This time they stack him up for nothing.
throw a flag. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see if I can see what he.
He's going to talk to the O-line.
Yeah, somebody on the right side.
So running down here, the last handful of plays for the offense of the day. But I think we've learned that the excitement is warranted for this club. They haven't been perfect, but we didn't expect that. And I just think it's football season, and we can be happy that we've got some excitement around our football program here for this year as Wackles rolls out.
Charlie
completes that. Boy, that was a crowded corner of the end zone. He got that in there to Charlie.
Another one I think he could have taken himself, but unselfishly just.
I wish I would have talked to Paul and said, hey, right when it's done, come up here and talk to us, because I'd like to get his thoughts on what he's seen today. But I'm pretty sure he's proud of his boys, and there's some things they're going to work on, and they'll have a week to get shored up for the Tri-City United game. Next Friday here, 7 o'clock on Albert Lee Live. We got boys soccer Thursday and girls soccer next Tuesday as well. Both teams started with wins here this week on AlbertLeeLive.com. A little tougher competition coming in. It's the big 9 teams. Owatonna for the girls Tuesday, and I think it's Winona for the boys on Thursday. But we shall see. They both started with wins, 3-1 and 2-1. Brecken up under center with the eye backfield, and it's keeper. No, yeah, he does. He did have that ball tucked. He paused a little bit, and I thought, oh, he just was a fake there. But, yeah, he's got some speed.
Yeah, he does. He hits that corner pretty good.
And he's big. I mean, a wrestler extraordinaire. He's got muscles on muscles. And he's grown so tall here the last couple of years. That dude is shooting up like Sam McGill and Noah Teeter. Out to the left is Aiden Gonzalez. And it looks like Shuey out there on the right side, but can't be sure. I don't see the number 80, but it's a running play anyway. It was Shuey. No, yeah, it was Shuey out there.
22. Do we have a 22?
Yeah, Dylan Gross.
Okay.
Shuffling linemen in and out. That's good. Get everybody some time out there. As off comes Isaiah Diaz and Aiden Bremer, number 58. And a keeper again. Well, he did pitch it at the end there, but they get a little rough with Brecken. After the play and everything, kind of shoving him around. It's like, hey, he's our quarterback. You're not supposed to do that.
That's one of them plays where you see Coach Dunn walking over to him, telling him that's on you. Once you commit to holding on to it, you got to hold on to it.
Yeah, it's too dangerous once you get hit to be throwing it around like that. But it's a learning process for all of them. Gonzalez is out wide to the right this time, and number 10, who I don't have a name for, it is Eddie Enzer. He's out wide left. Near side here as rolls to the right and just a little low.
Pancake block there. Trying to see the number. Ends in a 2, I can't tell.
He's trying to get it to Dylan Gross.
Oh, that was Sam McGill.
Ah.
Pancake blocked his guy.
That was one of the rare passes we've seen go right into the ground there on the trying to get it to Dylan Gross in the flat. Yeah, I'm impressed with our offensive line here today, too, in all 3 of these scrimmages. But we caution, it is just a scrimmage, so you don't know what the competition level is, and you'll find out for real starting next Friday. But for what we've seen today, it's been pretty impressive. They look like they're ready. They look like they've all studied the playbook. They look like they know their footwork. They look like they know where they're supposed to be.
Right.
They don't spend a lot of time in the huddle. coaches haven't had to say, you got to do this, got to do that. It's just little fixes along the way, and, they've looked pretty sharp. I backfield behind Wackles as the receiver right and left, and this is going to be a nice drop back, but he gets sacked. A little breakdown up front. By this time, they're getting tired, and it's been a long day since they started at 8:30. Bringing them up to the line here. It's got to be nearing the end of their 15 plays.
I think I have 2 more, if I counted correctly.
Enzer left, Gonzalez right, and a fake. So looking downfield. And again, it kind of breaks down in the pocket there.
I would say he had a...
He could have thrown it,
Yeah, he could have thrown it there.
And that's it for the offense. Now we'll have 15 defensive plays against the Eagle offense. And then put a wrap on things. Thanks, Hy-Vee. Thanks to Service Master by thanks to Alpha Orthodontics and GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Mr. Sandless, Advanced Family Dental. Our sponsors. We're always room for more. If you want to use the contact portion of our front page on our website, or call 507-402-1600 and inquire about opportunities to advertise with us. And if you don't, I'll call you eventually if I haven't gotten around to you already. I've contacted 180 businesses in town here. I didn't think there was that many, but there's quite a few.
Nice play by Miss Stecca.
And Brecken Wackles in on the end of that tackle, too. So 14 plays to go, and we'll put a wrap on it for the scrimmage Saturday. But I would love to see this be an annual event, and I think Paul is going to make that work. Because this is pretty successful. I don't know how well it was attended. It's all right. Not a full crowd over here, but didn't expect that. Oh, juggling catch. And he's a little bit too wide open over there on that side.
Yeah.
But at this point, you might not have a lot of the starters in. Try to get a look at everybody.
Well, and you go into a week now, this may be the first time they've ever seen Dover Ayota. And
yeah.
Every team's got a little different. So, like now, starting Monday, they'll start preparing their game plan for Tri-City specifically.
Mm-hmm.
For a scrimmage, you don't do that. You just show up and...
You're trying to work on certain things and certain formations. And single backfield out of the shotgun. It's a keeper for the quarterback who gets a yard or two. Maybe not even that.
Stick out in the backfield, trying to change the quarterback's direction there.
I talk about the need to get away from the two-way players, but the players will tell you, no, I want to play two ways. I just think, for even 8-game season, it's a lot to ask of these young athletes. And we did it in the past too, but those guys were tired too. I mean, it's, I think, proven that if you could just limit that as much as you can, it's better for the team. Spinning tackle by Gonzalez over there. Aiden.
Yeah, and I played both ways, offense and defense, in high school, and it was nice, like Paul Dunn was saying, to have that. Get a guy in for me for even a couple plays, just to get a quick breather, a drink, and get back out there. So if they can find those guys to relieve them throughout the game, that'll help tremendously.
That's what I'm saying. The depth doesn't have to be 20 plays a game. It has maybe 5.
Yep.
Just to give the guy a chance to take a deep breath, and you're not going down 4 steps in quality. It's just a step or two. As They string that one out and get a tackle after a short gain.
Yeah, McGill and Teeter were both there. They both just little failure to wrap up, but they were both there. It's good to see that.
Earl coming out.
Yeah, not a name I've seen a lot of today. I know he's
And
been in a few plays, I know, but
Mixteco coming out. Wackel's coming out. I notice there's offensive linemen down there that starters are on the knee, so their day is done. Some of the two-way linemen, but it's good to get those young guys in there and see what they can do too.
Eddie Enzer came up in a nice.
Mentioned his name quite a few times today.
Like what I see from him.
Some numbers out there I don't know. I don't have names attached to them. Sam McGill's still out there. Here comes Charlie Irvine out, and in goes Rivera. Sam's moved from the left side to the right side.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a strong side, weak side. So he's on the strong side of the defensive line, or offensive line, I should say.
Another running play. They've really run a lot of run plays here in this.
They ran a little bit of a stunt there where Sam actually, nose tackle came out and Sam went to the inside, and that was a perfectly play call for Dover because they ran right around it.
Probably halfway through their 15 plays, and a lot of players in and out, getting some looks at everybody. You got to get everybody on film, so that you can teach them in the classroom what they did right and what they did wrong. Shotgun again, single backfield. Or a single back in the backfield with him. They got three receivers, two to the right, and the other one comes in motion to the right. I think this is going to the right. As it is caught, and nice tackle, open field there. Saved the touchdown. Get a number over there.
Eddie Enzer.
Number 10, Eddie Enzer.
Another nice play.
Making a name for himself today.
Not sure what grade he is.
I'm not either. Yeah, with the one they didn't have he and Aiden Bremer I didn't have a grade for, but I'm going to guess he's either a sophomore or a junior. As Noah Teeter comes off, as does his defensive end counterpart, Sam McGill. Their days are done.
Eddie Enzer's a junior.
And they do score there on the run up the middle, but took them a long time to get that one. So, yeah, junior, I mean, looks like we're looking good here. I know we have 15 seniors this year, but we have a lot of juniors, too.
Yes.
I'm counting 9 just on the ones that we were told about, so it's got to be double digits there, too, for juniors. And he said 65 players. That's half your team is juniors and seniors. That's not bad. That doesn't happen that often for Albert Lee lately.
Sevchik is only, I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Sevchik is a junior.
Junior, yeah.
Devin, then the Gross boys are juniors. Rivera's a junior.
Disted
is a junior. Diaz is a junior. Boss is a junior, and Foreman, Wackles.
The part that hurt him last year was the offensive line, and we talked about that. The JV was having a great season. Well, now you're getting them Sevchiks and stuff that were sophomores last year. Moved up and kind of shoring up this offensive line for a couple years here.
And as always, the key is just health, staying healthy and doing the right things during the week. And they're going to be sore after today.
Yes, they are.
But they'll be recovered in time for Friday.
At least it wasn't 95 degrees.
Yeah.
And 100% humidity.
Or pouring rain or something.
36.
Nice shot in there. It was like a bullet coming out of there, and they're going to tackle for a loss. I don't have a 36, so I don't know what that is. I don't have an 82 either. So we're seeing some guys in there that need the work. That's good. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And he's chased from the pocket and finally stopped there by Isaiah Diaz.
That says a lot about our coverage. Must have been pretty good because he had time to throw that ball. And
he broke down quickly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he could have got it out of there if they were open. And you got 87 is playing at cornerback. I don't have a name for him either, but that's the first time I've seen that number out there here. So some guys that are not the normal starters, but they're playing well here. Going to the right side and gets the completion and immediately tackled over there. They're fired up.
6 again, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see who his name is because he's been real good.
Oh, that was 76, okay.
That's Federico Rivera.
That was Rivera, okay. So you can run and you can tackle.
There
That's
you
good.
go. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind the two-way players, but if you're good at it, you might as well put them out there.
He's definitely got speed, I can tell you that. He gets them corners quick.
Devin Gross has the slot player. As they spread them out again, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Not a lot of blockers, and they got in on him. As Caden Foreman ran into the quarterback there, tried to block the pass, and it was incomplete anyway, so nice coverage on the back end, too.
Yeah, he's talking to him right now. He's trying. I don't know if he got there early or what, but maybe he was just saying that was good timing, too. I don't know. I believe they have 1 more, but I could be wrong.
When they do 4 wides, plus a running back and a quarterback, you don't have a lot of blockers.
No.
And we get in on them quick with our speed, and these are the backups, so it's good to see. For the most part, there's some starters in there, but mostly I've got numbers I don't have names for, so it's good to see that they're playing well. Again, I don't know if this is their starting quarterback or not, or their starting lineman or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. It's just good play, and we've seen it all day long out of the Tigers, so
yes,
it's a real positive moving forward.
I like the consistency. I like that they're not completely miscommunication. I haven't seen a lot of that.
65 into the game. I don't have a name for him either, but good to see some new guys coming in. I think they're going to call it a day.
Yes.
So we will wrap here from the Gus, as we've seen 3 impressive performances from this Tiger team, both offensively and defensively. And I can't wait for next Friday to see how they put it into play when the games matter. And it'll be the first of 8 football games here on, at least 8, because we'll be doing some postseason too. For AlbertLeeLive.com, thank you to Chad Butzler as well as Paisley, my daughter. She's headed to the State Fair here after this. And I'm Jay Paul. Thanks to Advanced Family Dental, as well as GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Hy-Vee of Albert Lee, Service Master by Iat, Alpha Orthodontics, and Mr. Sandless. And we'll catch you on Tuesday night for girls soccer here at the Gus at just before 7 o'clock here on AlbertLeeLive.com.